up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you. Better go live it up. Cash in the bag. Stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be
Well, I hope everybody's having a good evening. Saturday. I hit the wrong freaking button here. Hey, what is going on?
I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something.
Looks like I went live. I can see I'm live over on YouTube. Well, that's the only place I'm live now. So for right now, I'm about to start hopefully getting live over on Facebook and Twitter at the same time, and we're working on that. But that is soon to come as soon as I get the apps and stuff all ready and raring to go. Let me go ahead and turn this here music down, and we'll get this here show started. Hey, God bless y'all for coming in and being a part of this thing called Chasing the Truth 2023 edition. Holy cow, can you believe it's already 2023? Tonight we're going to be doing UFO review. I've got 24 easy, and two probably gray alien-ish videos, which I'll show you here in a little bit. Let's see, who do we have in the chat right now? Let me get the participants here. We got Aussie Sue. Hey, Aussie, God bless you. Hannah B, I hope that you're doing well. I've been praying for you. Lisa, Michigan Dog. And let's see, Sheldon, Sugar Britches, and War Criminal is in the house right there, right now. What's up with y'all? It's 35th birthday today, Shawn. Whose birthday is that? Wait a minute, I missed the birth. Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday is it? That's hey. Whose birthday is it? I saw the it's a 35. Well, no, it's not my birthday. I can tell you that much. My birthday's already been come and gone. Or did I misread something? Yeah, there's Aussie said somebody's 35th birthday. Is it your son's Buddha's 35th, or what's going on with that? So how's the audio? Is audio all right? Audio's okay, I hope. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this stop sharing stuff going on right here. All right, let's go ahead and get the usual prayer over. Father God, I come before you in the name of Jesus Christ, and whom you ask in our Lord Jesus Christ's name, that if it be in accordance with your holy will, that all curses, evil, demonic involvement, and or attacks being sent against us and me, my listeners, those who will participate in the show, be blocked and be sent back from whence it came. Father God, please bless the following people: Keith and Jimmy, Jean and family, Joanne, Merlin's niece, Shell and Aiden, Laura and her family, Julie and Jeff, Justin Walker, Sharon Guy, Brenda, Julie S., Aaron, Erica, AJK, Claire Ellis, Doll for Spiritual Strength Stimulate, Jack and his children, Juanita Hicks, Kim, Amy, Beth and Kurt and their father, Wes and his dad, T. Willis, Daryl Pratt, Jose Ramirez, Julie Willer, Marquetta Jones and her family, Holly, Sharon Arms, Kevin, Hugo Nagy, and anyone, Hannah B., definitely, and anyone else that has any unspoken prayers. Father God, please bless them as your holy will sees fit. In Jesus Christ's name I pray, amen. All right, holy smokes. Sheldon, what is going on with you, brother? Audio is great, I appreciate it. How you like that new, I kind of changed a few things up with the photographs and kind of rebranded the Chasing Truth a little bit there. How's everything looking? Is everything all right? Crystal is in the house. Brown Dwarf Glenn, buddy. What did I do with my coffee? What you guys drinking tonight, by the way? And we'll get the show started here in a little bit. I tell you right now, I have found a repository of tons of paranormal water. Oh, cool. Paranormal, UFO, supernatural stuff. And let's see. I have been talking to Claudia Ackley earlier, just to let you know. She's not going to be on the show tonight, but I've been talking to her, and I've seen a ton of her evidence, and she's given me permission to share some of it. I may, I don't know. I've got a couple of things that to share with you folks, but nothing yet. Okay, water or cold Coke, Andrea says. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. AAP Variety Channel is in the house. I appreciate you dropping by and partaking of this thing. We're going to jump knee deep into, if not over the head. Well, I don't know about over the head. If we get over my head, Men in Black will pop in and bust down my door. But you never know. You never know. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start tell you what. Let me get the... I have been sharing some... Okay, I'm going to share this one, actually. Let's share this one. The first one, right off the bat, not the one I have posted on the other platforms and my YouTube shorts. I've got another possible alien video, and I don't think this this does not have audio. So we'll sit here and watch it, and it looks like it is probably late 90s. And right there, folks, what the heck is that? Right there, the reflection in the window. Showed it to a couple friends earlier. Let me raise this back up. First friend I showed it to was Julie. I think it was Julie's. First thing she said was, hey, it's got an orb in it. I was like, oh, okay. Well, there is an orb in there. But right there. Can you see? Well, let me see if I can get that in there. There you go. And it kind of blinks right there, right in here. It kind of blinks right there. You see that? AAP thinks it's a werewolf. Mike's in the house. What's going on, Mike? Dog man? Yeah, I've got... Well... Claudia sent me something earlier today, but she said I sent that by mistake, and I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to hold on to it. Something was staring through the window, and it kind of looked like a dog man to me. But she did not give me specific permission. She gave me permission for everything else that she sent. She sent me oodles and boodles and Google stuff. So... what in the heck is this thing right here? Now, I've got enough video here. I've got like 20 some audio. I did see it blink. Yep. Right there. Let me slow this rascal down real quick. Just play speed down to half speed. And we'll go back. And there's no audio here, so if you're listening hard for audio... tain't no audio here. Yeah, I would dare say that would probably be a distinct possibility. For sure. Sucker is definitely blinking. And Julie, one of my good friends. Oh my God. She and I have been friends for going on 7 years, give or take. And the first thing she said, hey, that looks like it's got orbs in it. I was like, look in the reflection of, or look in the window. Is it a reflection or is there something peeping through the window itself? Let me get back and get that down there. So, the only thing I could probably say, well, it does blink here in just a second. Yep, it does blink. Okay, so it shows the reflection of this guy, if you can see, after the orb goes by the back of this guy's head. And then the reflection kind of the guy's back is, you can distinctly see that. And then he trails off, and his reflection goes away. And then there, that thing just kind of sticks its little nose in, or whatever it is. See, what is this thing? Yeah, you're one of my resident UFOers. What do you think that is? Excuse me while I take another sip of this here coffee. I got, I think, medium dark roast, great value coffee, actually. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, so we do have open lines tonight. If you want to call in or text at 931-994-6917, go ahead and do that. Or you can call or text or... Hold on a second. Let me grab a hold of... nope. Present? Nope. Invite. That's it. That's the money shop right there. So if you want to jump in... There is the StreamYard. We're talking UFOs mostly tonight, but right now I know that Sheldon's wanting to talk about Owlman. I would love. Arlene! Oh my, how are you doing, honey? I hope that you and your mother are doing well. Is she doing okay? Is she able to walk around a little bit better, or is she still kind of antsy on her feet? So, what do you think this is? Let's see. Orbs have been reported appearing around the time cryptids appear as well. So, do you think this is an alien, or is this a dogman? What do you think? Is this alien? It kind of looks like a gray to me, but, AAP said it was a dogman, werewolf type of situation, which, hey, that's my thing. Everybody's got their opinion, and I definitely know that my opinion and next door neighbor's opinion, your opinion, differs. And honestly, it's not going to hurt my feelings if you disagree with my core beliefs whatsoever. Oh man, let's go through this one more time. I'm not going to do 1, 2, 3 thing to whether this is tell me what you think it is. Is this a reflection? Is this a alien peeking through? Pareidolia? Dogman? What is it? More I think about it, it could be reptilian, Aussie says. Not sure. Let's see if I can get this a little closer. No, I was about ready to... Let's go this way. All right, let me... I think that's a little too close. Let's go back a little bit. There we go. I don't think... Claudia, what is going on? I'm just talking about you just a minute ago. Literally just talked about you. It was all good stuff, by the way. So what do you think this is? Is this... Let's see. We got Brown Dwarf Glenn. What do you think this is? There's another fella. Miss you guys. I miss you too, Claudia. I'll have you back on sooner or later, depending on schedules and whatnot. Sheldon says, you lose half that chat when I call him. Okay, well, whatever, brother. If you don't need to, ha ha ha. Everybody else can call the number that is going across the bottom of the screen at 931-994-6917. Or if you want to, I'm going to drop the link to get into StreamYard. And we'll go that way. Now, I have well over 24, I'd say about 24 videos to go through. So, Blues in G. Gil, what's going on, brother? Let's see, that would be an honor. What I see is a creature. Claudia says, what I see is a creature that is sitting kind of Indian style with something in front of it by the pedal, and just my opinion means nothing. Right? Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. Just because one opinion differs to the other, it doesn't bother me. You could be sternly against that's all reflection all daggum day long, and everything that I'm about ready to show is pareidolia. Fine and dandy. I don't care. I'm going to show it anyway. Moose McGrew. Share it. I appreciate you sharing it out. Yeah, definitely share the stream out and hit those thumbs up there. So, last call. What do you guys think? Is this... I'm going to play it one more time. Watch this thing. It looks like it's blinking. I'm going to set it at regular speed. Real quick. There we go. You see the orb go through there, and then as soon as the guy exits there, it pops in. And then it blinks. Or it looks like it blinks to me anyway. What do you fine folks think that is? Edward, God bless you too, brother, and I hope and pray everyone that you love and care for are safe, sound, and prospering. Amen. All right, so let's see what else have I got here. Let's go ahead and stop this one. Next one up, let's see what else I've got in store. I'm going to save the one I've been sharing. Ooh, should I? Which one is this? UFO. Oh, okay. Next one is a UFO. This is fairly recent, fairly new. Still voting dog. Okay, that's cool. You can call it whatever you want to call it. If it doesn't look like if it doesn't look like it, doesn't look like it. Or if it looks like a dog, it looks like a dog. So, there you go. All right, next up, this one is from a paraseller. Kind of doing. I think it does have audio. I think, maybe. Yeah, it does. So, what the parasailor says this is, what he thought it was, the fellow that's, recorded this, he thought it was a balloon. So, what the heck is that flew by this guy? Let's see if I can get this a little closer so we can take a good look-see at it. There you go. So what is that? Wait a minute, why can't I see a shell in here? Man, I didn't need to do that. What the heck's going on in there? I got too many buttons, all I can tell you. There, I don't need to be in front of the big red button because I'll push everything but. Let's see. There we go. Why can't I? Oh, there she is. I was just wondering where Shell went. I was like, everybody's saying hi to Shell, and I've never seen her. I didn't see her. So what do you think this is? Is this a UFO? Is this a balloon? We'll play it one more time. Now, this is apparently a parasailor, and recently, within the last few months. Yeah, I see you now. I see you now, Shell. I don't know what the heck's going on with my video and chat stuff, but yeah, I could see it. I also see it over on my 32-inch TV, too. That's kind of cool looking. What the heck is this sucker? Play this right through one more time. You see cars going on down there on the street level. Lisa says it doesn't look like a weather balloon to her. Now, I have a handful out of all the other videos I've got. I've got a handful of orb UFOs. I think one of them I may have shown before in the last couple weeks anyway. But definitely weird. Definitely, yeah, it's definitely weird. There's no doubt about it. It's definitely weird. That's one of the reasons why I presented it tonight. Let's see. See if I can get the... I want to catch a good frame. It doesn't exactly look like a tic-tac. The other thing is moving so quickly, you get a little bit of distortion with movement distortion. And Sue says, flying mushroom. Could be. Fungus. There's fungus mungus. So, is this a weather balloon? Is this a bird that was dive bombing and just went right past this parasailer? Or is this a tic-tac or a drone of some sort? I don't know. Weather balloon is just that's the first thing everybody starts saying, that they, heck, that's just a weather balloon, or, maybe a drone. Well, drones can come in all shapes and sizes. Could be the radio song portion of the weather balloon that is parachuting back to the ground. Possibility. I will, hadn't thought about that. If it is, then doesn't he pan, hold on a second, let's see if he pans back and forth. If he pans back and forth, he should have, well, no, he'd already passed it by. Well, maybe he caught it on the other side. If it is that, let's see. Let's get through this one more time. The audio is absolutely zero. Adding to it is just B-roll music in the background. So, yeah, the fellow doesn't scan backwards or forwards too much. I don't think, if I recall, he didn't even notice this until he showed this off. And then said, hey, what in the heck is that? What is that? It doesn't look like it's aerodynamically sound, other than it just, I don't think it's a bird. I don't think it's a balloon of any type, shape, form, or fashion. I just don't think it is. Let's see. Go back here and get rid of that one. Hannah, you can try to call back in if you want to. I just saw your message. Try to call back in. It should be able to. I don't have you blocked. If I didn't have you blocked, I wouldn't be able to see your message. So I just got your text message, Hannah. But you can call in anytime you want to. I don't know why it's not. Maybe if you dial 1 before the number. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. The Skype is can be finicky sometimes, but holy hell! I can honestly tell you the update to my freaking systems today or last 3 days threw me a curveball, and I had to delete a bunch of crap today and restate some stuff. About 30 minutes before I got. Oh, okay. I'll have to show you some stuff that Shell has just sent me. Let's see if we can get this. Let me download this to... So to downloads. She found a bunch of underwater structures. Hannah says... Underwater technology doesn't like me at all. All right, hey, whatever. You know, my ex-wife Tweety, she could not wear a watch that had a battery in it. I've seen it. It would drain the living snot out of that watch. It'd be dead. Put a new battery in it. She was slapping on her wrist in a matter of no time. Within a day, it was dead. So, yeah, I get it. Without a doubt. So, let's see if I can get... let me get the downloads here. Where the heck is it? Aha. And then we'll get this one. And this one. So... Next up is a little bit from Shell in there, and she happens to have a fairly good eye for underwater USOs. And I think this is the one that they call the Millennium Falcon. Is this? I don't remember what part of the ocean this daggum thing is located. She says, some of my observations hinges H2O circulation vent system noticeably difference in amount of debris building up on or near the vents. And she says she filtered this thing. Looks like a hatch on top. Yep, sure does. I believe this is the one that they referred to as a Millennium Falcon. Hey, call in. Grab your smartphone. 931-994-6917. Call that number from your smartphone. You should be able to reach me. Hold on a second. Let me see if let me call my own number here and see if it's working. Let me get this thing going here. 931-994-6917. And we'll try her out. Yep, it's working. You call that number, she's a working right nice like. Sure does. Let's see. Yeah. Looks like a hatch on top. Let me see. Okay. And let's go back and look at one other little thing here. Give me just a second. We'll get this. No filters. Filtered balloon. Okay, I got it. I got you. So, I'm going to go back to that. What I presented the first off. Shell was nice enough to screenshot it and you kind of filter through or whatever. Let's see, where did I put it? Aha, here we go. Aha. Now let's share this sucker out, and we can kind of get a good look-see here at that sucker there. So there you go. Thanks to Shell for the screenshot. And it looks like one of those giant earth movers from mining from ancient past. It's possible. You know, there's a lot that we cannot possibly know just because they, you know, kind of laid the boundaries of here's history, and this is what history is, and don't question it. Do not question history, but it does look like it has a hatch, though, right here. It does look like it has a hatch right here. See if I can mark it up. Yeah, okay. And let's see if this will... Nope. There we go. Red. Looks like it's got a hash there, but why is it showing up black? I didn't want it black. Come on, man. Black. Red. 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 There we go. Edit. Undo doodle. Yeah, that's well. Well, it still shows up black. Son of a gun. Oh well. You see a hatch up here, and if it was a bird, you would start seeing some sort of definition of wings or feathers or something like that. The only thing that kind of looks like a bird is this thing right here, the beak in front. But the rest of it, I don't know. I think it is definitely unidentifiable from, you know, I'm not an aviation expert whatsoever. Unfortunately, I'm not. I find it fascinating. It's not much different, just ever so slightly. Okay. All right, I got you. And then, let's see. Okay, now we switch back to the underwater USO. Oh. Aaron, what's going on? Appreciate you dropping in there. Welcome to Chasing the Truth if you just popped in. We're going over UFO, USOs, and a bunch of other stuff. If you want to call in and say how do you do, or hey, just dropped in for the first time, you know, do that. 931-994-6917. Call that number. I know it's working because I just called myself. So, and here we go. This is Shell's look-see. So debris here. Okay, I get you. Debris in front of it. Looks like it kind of crash landed, or water could have pushed the debris up on this thing. H2O circulation system. Yep, I got it. Debris buildup. No. Okay. I think you proved your point with that. Without a doubt. Yeah. Oh, it is Buddha. Okay. Happy birthday, Buddha. I appreciate you, buddy. You know, take care of your mama for sure, or your mom. Is that how you? That's how you refer that to a mother down in Australia. And you proved. Okay, we got a caller. Hold on just a second, caller, and we'll get you popped in here. You're live on the air. What's your name and where you from?
Hey, Shawn, it's Sheldon again.
Hey, Sheldon, what's up, brother?
Not much. I wanted to make this quick. All right. But I did want to tell you all about this so-called Owlman incident.
All right.
Okay. After I had my encounter with that dogman-like creature, I told my Uncle Steve about it, and he said, has Derek ever told you the story about the Owlman he saw, my cousin Derek? I said, no. He said, well, have him tell you that story. So I called up my cousin Derek. I said, hey, I told him what happened to me. He was like, dude, you have no idea. This is the same hill that I had my encounter on. He said, me, Dad, and Hunter and Dylan were gigging one night. We were frog gigging, and we come up over this hill, and there was a couple ponds in the bottom, and they were scanning these ponds looking for eye shine for bullfrogs. And at the edge of the woods there, they saw some eye shine, which they didn't pay too much attention to it at first. But they got closer down to the pond, and they looked over there again, and that eye shine was still there, about 7 or 8 feet off the ground. And Uncle Randy told Derek, run over there and see what it is. Go check it out, jump it up, see what it is. So Derek took off over there and shining his flashlight on it, and it was just staring at him. It wouldn't move. And he turned around and hollered at his dad, "It's not moving." And Uncle Randy said, "Run down there, go down there and see, jump it up, check it out." So Derek took off running down there and got about 20 yards from this thing. Well, first let me back up a minute.
Okay.
I asked him what he's seen, and he said it was an owl. I said, "What do you mean an owl?" He said, "An owl." He said, "You take an owl and stick it on your head." He said, "It's what it looked like." And it didn't register. I thought maybe a barred owl, something with a round head, alien looking. And I just couldn't put it together what he was saying. He said it looked like an owl. You just replace your head with an owl. That's what it looked like. Well, anyway, he got up on this creature, and he got about within 20 yards of it with that light. And this creature turned to the left and walked off on 2 legs. And he took off running. And everybody's seen it. Dylan's seen it. Hunter's seen it. They all seen it. And it scared them to death. The kids didn't go to school for a week. They'll never go in the woods again. Those kids will never go in the woods again. He didn't.
Let's see. Let me turn that off real quick before he calls back. He should call back, I would assume. Give me just a second while he redoes himself. And unfortunately, he's got a little bit of a funky Cole Medina choppy connection there. So we'll get her going. So let's go back, and there he is. I knew he was going to call back. Hold on just a second. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay.
Are you there?
Can you hear me okay? I don't mean to put you guys through this. I know
man, hey, this is absolutely what I'm here for. So go for it.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's about done. I'm about done anyway. But anyway, they saw this creature, and it turned to the side and walked off. He said it was almost soldier-like, and the kids will never go in the woods again. And it scared them to death. But what he meant by owl, man, is the 2 ears on top of the head like a great horned owl. He was referring to a great horned owl. I thought he was talking about like a barred owl, or something that didn't have the ears. He was talking about a horned owl. And so I don't know if that was the same creature I saw. I don't know what it was, but he said it was about 6 or 8 feet off the ground. And it had pointed ears, and that was that. And the kids will never go in the woods again. They were scared to death. Everybody was scared to death. They couldn't believe what they saw. They didn't know what they saw, and so he called the Owl Man, and I could see why.
Well, that. How's the audio sounding now? It sounded a little bit choppy from what I gathered. Give me just a second to get that back on. I don't know what's up with him, but he has Sheldon has a interesting connection for sure for whatever is going on with it. If he calls back in, we'll get him back on here. Hopefully the audio is a little bit better. Is the audio better, folks? For me? Lisa, yep, I was trying to allow him to get on there and get the Owl Man story going on. So we'll get her going. If he calls back, we'll see. Now, let me go down here and take this banner off at the bottom here. And we'll reshare that last screen with, where's, aha, here we go. There we go. Does look aerodynamic to me. Also, hinges. Hinges. Okay, yeah, I can see those hinges. Certainly. Without doubt, I can see those hinges. Let's see. Pull this up and look at it. And this is from the USO from earlier. That Shell was kind enough to show off. Definitely, he's got some hinges right here. And let's get the... do I have a... No? That is weird. Maybe it doesn't allow me to... Aha! Okay. It won't let me edit. Oh, yeah, it will. There we go. I got you now, boy. Tell you what. Yeah, I can see the hinges right here. And right here. For sure. I don't want the oval. Well, how in the heck the oval come up? That's interesting. But anyway. Heather, appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you. We're looking at an underwater USO that Shell sent to me in chat during the show, actually. Well, she sent it to me before the show, but she reminded me about it, said, hey, here, show this. And I was like, okay. It doesn't look like anything it's supposed to fly, human or ET, in my opinion. So, what is your opinion of this? Is this underwater structure? Is this a habitat, then, that you see on many, many movies? Definitely. And let's see if I can get that other one up. Aha, here we go. Now, notice the hinges. I'm going to pop up the unmarked picture for reference one more time. There it is. There you go. And you got the marked hinge, all this stuff. Is it a habitat? Is it something buried from way back when? Is it a... here's you something. Could it be the top of a tank? The very top of a tank. Now, there's so much debris out there. So many military vessels sank. And, of course, they had tanks and other paraphernalia. Everything that you ever seen in war was once floating on the ocean. So, could that be a tank? Or some other military. Something or another. Could be an ancient alien craft. Size of 747 or close. Oh, okay. Mike says it looks like it's rusting away. Okay, I got you. Cool. So, let's go ahead, since we've already went through the markups. Thank you again, Shell, for sending that to me. What do you think this is? This underwater object? Is this a rust bucket left over from... I sent you a picture with... You did? You did. Well, it's... I want to say I don't have it right here in front of me. You sent me... Wait a minute. Yes, you did. Excuse me. I was about ready to say I don't have it, but I got it right here. Give me just a second. Certainly have it. And I was about ready to say something I shouldn't have, and I'm glad I found it. So give me just a second, and we'll pull this up with the 747 kind of reference to see how big this sucker is. Where is it? I see it. Oh, crap. Where did it go? Aha, here we go. And then we'll present this share screen right here. There she is. Of course, you got to... Let's go ahead and bring this up just a little bit closer. And bring her back down so you can see. And that was the object under the water with a 747 on top of it. So that sucker's pretty huge. If you've ever been on a 747, so that's definitely not a tank. Claudia says, I've heard of UFO ships launching out of the waters. I wonder if Colonel Corso, God rest his soul, knew about this stuff. This particular incident. I'm pretty sure he was alive when this was found, but who knows what his twist would be on that. He had all those interesting little gadgets that he kind of, under the table shared with all those fine folks out in the private sector to backward engineer stuff. So, Gregory, what is going on, brother? Appreciate you dropping by. We are going over USO currently. This one was the Millennium Falcon under the water. So if it means it's of ingress-egress undersea base, there's enough room for large vehicles. Okay, gotcha. Definitely. Now you got to realize how big one of those aircraft carriers are. Modern day aircraft carrier, or even during World War II when they were first introduced, they're big enough to carry something like that. How big is it? Joanne wants to know, where was this photo taken? Shell has that information. I don't have it right in front of me. So, what do you guys think this particular photo? Let me go ahead and go back to the original one. Where is this one? The original photo. What do you think this is? This apparently... Shawn sent a map. You did? Okay. Awesome. She sent a map. All right, let me go grab the map somewhere out of the bazillion different things Shell has sent me. Where is it? It's in a map. I'm looking for a map. No, you sent me a Mount Everest map. Oh, wait. Nope. Again, my bad. She did send me a map. It was right next to the Mount Everest map. Lord have mercy. I need to pay attention more. I think that would probably work to my best knowledge. The Mariana Trench. Yes, indeed. That's exactly... I remember having that conversation earlier, too. Jeez. I need my coffee to be strong and smack me upside the head when I drink it the first time. And keep on going. So there it is. Mariana Trench. That's where this sucker was found. Happy birthday, Gregory. Oh, my. Greg? Good Lord. Buddha's birthday and Greg's birthday. Got birthday. This is my birthday month as well. I am, well, if I was a lady, I'd probably say I was 21 or 22, but I'm definitely not either war. Oh, heck, I would never want to repeat my 20s. Even if I could have my druthers, I definitely wouldn't want to repeat my 20s. So, and well, it's a map comparing Mariana Trench and Mount Everest and highest, lowest peaks. Okay, I got you. So this is where, right here, this is where they found this USO. Right, oh crap, come on, man. trying to get this thing situated where I can draw it right there. X marks the spot right in there somewhere. And that's it. So do you think this was a unidentified underwater UFO, USO, submerged object, USO? Or is it it's Marianas Trench, so it's pretty daggone deep. So, is it a habitat? Is it a piece of military equipment that fell off somewhere? It's definitely over in the area where we did a lot of warring in World War II and, currently, definitely. So, on my birthday, my son loves to tell people, yeah, Mom has turned 25 again. Well, let's see. Wow, Shawn, I heard stories once about fishing boat from Guam seeing a UFO out there in the Marianas Trench. I would dare say that if somebody's going to hide something, if a UFO or extraterrestrial or somebody's going to hide something, they would put it in the deepest, darkest places they could. Did it say how the picture was taken? I think it was a LiDAR or something, radar or something or other, if I remember correctly. All right, now, a final vote. What is this thing? And then we'll move on to the next UFO thing. We're still, wow, I've been on this for what? Almost an hour? It's about time to break out the other gray alien here in just a second. Let me pull this thing up real quick and so you guys can see it one last time. What is this sucker right here? Is this unidentified submerged object? Wow, I'm actually about 10 seconds there. Shawn, there's scuba divers in front of it. No, there's not. Where do you see scuba divers at, buddy? I do not see. I'm looking at the picture. I do not see scuba divers in front of it at all. Where? If you can point those out, I'd love to see them. Same thing, undersea sunken city. Well, that would be a habitat for sure. It's interesting. Whatever the government cannot control, they will never acknowledge. So frustrating. Yep, absolutely. Oh! Now! Oh, yeah, I see it now. I absolutely... I apologize. My eyeballs did not see that sucker. And I'll point it out just to show you that I'm wrong and Mike was right. Let me get this thing here. I will circle this sucker. Give me just a second. We'll get this right here. So, if this was in the deepest, darkest of the Mariana Trench, what the heck is that sucker, that thing that looks like a diver? And I apologize, Mike, you were right and I was wrong. Could that be a fish, though? Think about it. Could it be a fish? Could it be a whale? Could it be something aquatic other than a dude in the scuba gear? Even though it does look like it's in the scuba gear for sure. I'm not sure. Let's make this a little bit forward here. There it is. Could be definitely scuba. Okay, Shell was right. Okay. Now, that's one of the things. I've had some interesting conversations, and she's usually very on point about things. So, Bass says that thing looks like a fish. Okay, yeah, could be a fish. I put it out there that it was fish. Now that this was actually my first time recognizing that there was something in the middle of that thing. I took one of the photos that shows up close with light shining down. Really? Another one? Alright, let me see what she had. Do we have anything else? Nope. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I see it. So, Joanne says it's a shadow. Scuba diver. If it's a scuba diver, that's a lot of pressure down there. Yeah, I don't think there's a possibility. If this is actually taken at the bottom of the Marianas Trench, there's no way a scuba diver could survive that. Even with this fancy spherical deep divers, there's no way that could be down there. Is there any submarines that we currently, or they say that we have, can get to the bottom of the Marianas Trench? And Lisa Ray says commercial divers can go as deep as 1,000 feet, not much farther. So, yeah, I don't think they go down that far. Could be CGI. Okay. Yeah, that's 36 times deeper than the average bear can get down there. But there you go. So is this underwater habitat? Is it CGI? Is it actually some... What do you guys think? If its structure is larger than 747, that is no diver. Okay, so it could be a whale. Could a whale get down? I don't think a whale could get down there. Could it be something aquatic, some sort of sentient aquatic something or another down there with it? Alienish? You never know. I'm just throwing that out there. Keep in mind it could be on a shelf. Okay, yeah, all right, I got you. Okay, folks, next up, since we went through that, I'm going to go with... Okay. Nope. Crap. Let's do that. Copied. If you want to jump in while I'm doing this, feel free to. All you have to have, it's pretty easy to get in on board. Unless you're Shell and she can't some way get connected through StreamYard. had to throw a little elbow in there. So give me just a second and we'll share the next one. So this one is a night vision something other in the, at a thicket of woods. There's no audio to it, so don't. Looks like a diver, Claudia says. So look over here. Yeah, right there. This is, watch that thing. What the heck is that? I just sent you a picture. I'm large. It did look like a diver. I sent you a picture. Okay. Let's see. Did she? Yep. I got you. Well, I'll go ahead and do this one. Creepy. Scary. I do believe it looks like a diver to a certain degree, but it's definitely really, really freaking deep if it is on anywhere near the Marianas Trench. So, and I sent a couple of close-ups. Keep in mind it's on the shelf, not on the bottom, just because it's in the trench. So, the other thing is, if it's 34,000 plus odd feet deep, 1,000 feet will be well above any kind of shelf that would be associated with a trench. So, with that trench anyway. Now, wait a minute. Where the hell's this come from? I didn't see this one before. All right. And of course, she sends something. All right, folks. We'll put a pin in that one and put this rascal on pause. And we'll go. Sheldon always kind of mixes it up for stuff. All right. Thank you, Shell, for sharing this. Apparently, this is submarines around this thing. Now, if this is as big as a 747, yeah, that would probably be appropriate for drones or submarines or something. So, that is total speculation. In my opinion, there are shells near the initial drop off, blah, blah, blah. And I see one snorkeling, diving and snorkeling. Okay, I got you. Big John's in the house, brother. I appreciate you dropping in. Please like and share this thing out. Got to kind of grow my reach. Well, heck, I really don't care if I reach more than a handful of people. If it grows, it grows. If it don't, it don't. The Lord, giveth, the Lord taketh away, and opens up doors. So, hey, if you like it, like it. If you share it. That's the. I really like your updated profile pic. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had to. That old profile pic. Well, I took that before. I think around Christmas last year. So that's been up for a while. It needed to be updated badly. But I appreciate that. Yes, I did say blah, blah, blah. Just as I sure did. So, is that Baltic Sea anomaly? No, this is... Well, is the Marianas Trench in the Baltic Sea? This is one that looks like the Millennium Falcon. That is big. Already shared that out this morning. Oh, I appreciate you greatly, Sue. Bass says, yes, sir, it is. So there's my answer. Yes, it is. So this CGI versus this other one. Let me see about the. Let's go. Yeah. Aha. We'll do this. And where is this? Aha. Here we go. Well, let's move this back. There we are. There's that. Could that be a sub? Maybe. Now that we saw the other picture. I don't know. Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate you. Looks like a cracked cookie. So, is this... okay. Last 30 seconds. Is this a submarine? Is this underwater habitat, a city, as some people speculate? Is this an underwater submerged object, a UFO underwater? Or is this some remnant left over from one of the warring nations that kind of dropped junk down so deep? And that's what's left of it. Could it be an old warship? Could be a warship too, just to think about it. So put in the chat if you don't mind. Hannah says, don't know, but it looks interesting. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I mentioned above, I don't recall the name until Truth messaged me, sent to Bass when sent to you. And we got the number 5, Dark Woods. The big DW is in the house. Look at that right there. 5 bazillion he has put out. Looks like it's Underwater City. Okay, cool. I think it's UFO gathering data. All right. All right, now I am done with the USO portion of my show. USO Sugar Britches and a bunch of others. Okay, so it's definitely something. Something's there. No artifact. Okay, is there anybody in the house thinks that is CGI? Eddie is in the house. Look at that. Anybody in the house thinks that's CGI? Last call. If not, I'm going to move on and we're going to go back and revisit this sucker. Whatever the heck this is in the woods here. This has no audio and, you know, it looks like it's a night camera. Let me move this to where it's all the way forward. If we can help one person, it's all worth it. Absolutely. So this thing is standing off in the left, I think. Now, wait a minute. Oh, I'm poking this. All right, so we obviously see this thing right here. I saw something over here behind this vertical tree trunk. And there's another tree trunk, and I think there's something right here in between the two. And there's something over here and probably something in the foreground. Let's go ahead and play this. I think there's something over in here. And something right here. I can see something moving around. Right. Well, you can't see that thing right there. But, it's definitely got two big old freaking eyes, that's for sure. Whatever it is. Is this a alien? Is this Dogman? Is this Bigfoot? Is this some kid in a mask that's saying, hey, I want to, you know, do a viral video? What the heck is it? Brown Dwarf is definitely giving the alien head thing. It's an alien. That's right, Claudia. Thinks it alien. Is it alien? Is it a cryptid? Is it some kid in a mask that is wanted to produce a viral video? Oh, let me slow this sucker down to half speed so we got a little bit to go. And it'll pop up here. What? Thanks, Arlene. Much appreciated. Shaved my legs and put on lipstick for tonight's show. Holy cow. I hadn't had that done for me in a long time. Thanks, Lisa. Made my night. It's pretty small kids. All right. Okay. Can't remember the guy's channel who was posting stuff like this in his backyard. So, Bass, do you think this is fakery going on? What do you think? We'll play it one more time all the way through on half speed, so it's going to be a little bit slower. Being redundant, I think it's trying to dress the baby alien, and it's not cooperating. It's shaking Balian syndrome on deck. All right, well, whatever. I do recall Right. Well, let me pull this up where you can see it. Right here in front. Shared this with Shell. Well, now we've got it on the big screen. Maybe something right there in front of the alien. I can see, let's see if I can stop this. Right here you can see a long neck for sure. Something, it looks something like a long neck and something right here in front. Let's see, can I view, zoom in? I got zoom in, show clips, loop. Loop. Okay, let's do the loop. The loop thing. It's interesting. If it's not a person, the behavior seems odd. Lean on a tree. Well, it could be. It flew a bazillion light years. Why not? Why not? Could be tired and needed to lean against a tree. So where it looked like it was licking the little thing's head in one still shot. Oh my Lord. So, put a 1 in chat if you think this is alien that's kind of visiting somebody's backyard in the thicket. 2, if it is fake and some kid has got a mask on. Or 3, you have no clue whatsoever. That would be my next guess there. Hannah's got a 1. Well, I've officially 2 Eric Saxes. Got 3 don't know. 3 111 111 JB. Where is Mulder from X-Files? Well, I dare think that he went on to better places. For sure. Now, this is all for just purposes of critique and entertainment. I have no clue if this is real or fake. I have my opinion, but my opinion is like everybody else's opinion. Everybody's got a asshole, just like an opinion. Maybe it's trying to crawl into a fake human suit. Hadn't thought about that. That's a distinct possibility. Lisa, alien looking in someone's home. Okay. Claudia's going? Really? Well, Claudia, I appreciate you coming back. Oh, critique or news, not entertainment. Oh, yes, indeed. Yep. Critique or news. We're critiquing news right now. Claudia, I appreciate you dropping by, and I will definitely talk to you a little later. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You forgot the part where they all stink. Okay, well, they all stink. Unfortunately, I did not have my smell-o-vision installed today, so I don't know if it stinks or not. So, what in the world did I hit the wrong freaking button again, man? What the heck's going on here? So next up, we got that one out of the way, and I already played that one. That was interesting. Oh, here's something. Bass and I can't remember if I think Bass sent this to me. Pretty sure Bass had sent this to me first. But I have since seen this thing all over the place. Thanks for Bass for sending this in to me. I think he sent this to TikTok to me. And what I'm going to do, since there's no audio, I'm going to just loop this sucker. View and loop. Where's the loop at? I saw a loop file. Crap, man. Zoom in actual. Loop. There we go. Let's hit the loop thing. I wish I remember that guy's name. I can't remember the guy's name either, but there you go. Bird's eye view. So, it's definitely illuminated. The one thing, let me slow this down. Let me go by and share this half speed. What I'm looking for currently is if you can see any reflection on the road. I absolutely do have one. I got that one, actually. Yep, through TikTok. I've got one that was there was a sphere that was chased by what looked like a military jet. I'm looking to see if this thing, obviously it looks like it's no. Can't say it's self-illuminated, because if that's IR, which it kind of looks like it's IR, it could be IR light, being reflective off of it, coming through. No context that I'm aware of. Bass, do you remember if there was context there on TikTok? I don't think there was context on that one. But I will dig up that big orb sphere that was chased by military here in just a little bit. It did appear to be lighting up the foliage over the road. Hey, hold on just a second. My sister just tried to FaceTime me. So, anyway, let's see. Denton Road isn't hot. Okay, cool. Read above. All right. Give me just a second. I gotta respond to my sister real quick. All right. Anyway, here we go. Let's see. All right, so if it's RR, the road shouldn't be lit. If it's IR. Let's move this forward a little bit and see if I can get the... I don't see... Well, if that's self-illuminated, back there in the back, that should be lit up in the background. And I don't see where it obviously crosses that little bit of snow that was pushed up on the side of the road. I think this, whatever this object is being it's reflecting the IR or whatever light source it is. So I don't think it's self-illuminated whatsoever. If it is, it's not putting off enough to, I don't see it. Yeah, it didn't light up or anything. So, whatever it is, it's a solid object that's reflective of something. So what do you guys and ladies and gents know about this? Do you think it is something? Last of Us. JB, I have no clue. I don't watch HBO whatsoever. And we're not talking about shows tonight. We're talking about UFOs. So that's cool. Amy is in the house. All right. So what do you think? What do you guys think this is? Is this a UFO? Is this orb UFO? Is this a spirit, a sprite of the woods? What do you think this is? Ball lightning. I've seen ball lightning personally. I honestly have, and it does produce light in the daylight too. So if it was ball lightning, which this looks like this is at night, definitely it's an orb. Okay. Stardust Ranch, John Edmonds. I've heard of it. I don't know much about it, other than I've heard of it. That's about it. Okay. Next thing up, what I'm going to do is, let's see, let me find, I've got a little lengthy one that probably, see if I can find it. Did I bring it up? I've got a Brazilian UFO, and I'm on a UFO thing. Give me just a second. I've got a, let's see, where's the Brazilian thing? And I'll play it. Let's see, Brazilian. Where the heck is that? Where'd I stick it? Aha, here we go. All right, I've got a 4 minutes long video. The Brazilian security guard winds up and comes upon something. And I honestly don't understand the language, so if anybody in the chat understands the language, please let me know what this fellow is talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and play this and let you guys find out what it is, what's going on. I've got 2 parts of it. I'm going to play the 4 minute part first, and I'm not going to repeat it.
Caralho, pô. Fogo na árvore lá, ó. Pegando fogo na árvore, caralho. Que é isso? Porra, louco, olha, porra, caralho. Tudo molhado, pegando fogo na árvore lá, ó. Bagulho louco, bagulho tenso. Caralho, tá em cima da árvore. Porra. Se não filmar, ninguém acredita. Caralho, caralho, porra, cadê o bagulho? Porra, que caralho é isso? Caralho, louco! Se não filmar, ninguém acredita, porra, que louco, que bagulho louco! Caralho, dá até medo de chegar. Puta que pariu! Caralho, caralho! Porra, que caralho é isso? Putz! Olha, caralho, louco! Ó o zoom, parece fogo! Puta que pariu! Caralho! Caraca! Quer pé, Roger? Caralho, porra! Caraca, o bagulho sumiu, louco. Putz, louco, dá até medo de chegar, caralho. Sumiu o bagulho? Caralho, mano. Que é isso? Ó o bagulho lá. Ó o bagulho lá. Ó o bagulho. Ó o bagulho. Caraca, meu irmão. Senhor Jesus. Que é isso? Porra, que zica. Que zica. Ó o bagulho no meio do mato, correndo, ó. Caraca, velho. Caraca, ó o bagulho. Pegando fogo, porra. Caralho, nunca vi um bagulho desse, meu Deus. Meu Deus do céu, porra. Que é isso, louco? Sinistrão. Caralho, meu irmão. Meu pai do céu. Meu pai do céu. E não pega nada, porra. Caraca, meu irmão, quase 3 minutos de vídeo. Porra, caralho, meu irmão. Caralho, o bagulho... Nossa, porra. Caralho, o bagulho sumiu, foda-se. Olha a luz do poste, nossa, me arrepiei todo, porra. Tchau e benção. Nossa, meu Deus do céu, porra.
All right, well, there you go. Let me turn off the audio. So if you are, looks like Cheryl understood a little bit about the conversation there this guy was having with the camera. Government is testing something. Okay. He's base security and is testing something. Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this a little bit bigger here to where we can see if we can see what the heck this is that he's coming upon. It's highlighting something. It's definitely going through structures, whatever it is. So what do you fine folks think this is? What is this crazy? My app's saying, what is this crazy? Okay. Think his government is testing and he is security. Okay. Google Drive. What is this? What is that, John? That you just linked to us. Rendlesham Forest, England. Part 2. Okay, yeah. In Brazil. Now, Brazil... Oh my lord, Brazil's got UFOs out the yang, for sure. The alien from Stardust Ranch. Okay, well, let me see if I can find that. Let me pull this up and see if we can get the... I can't get to it, John. Unfortunately, it says request access. So I'm not going to go through that. Truth Seeker's in the house. Appreciate you, Truth Seeker, for jumping in there. What we're looking at is some Brazilian footage security card footage on, looks like a base of some sort of facility at least. And let's see. Let's go back here where you first see. Oh, here we go. Let me get this down just a little bit where he kind of focuses in on something. What in the heck is that? Now, if this was on the other video, the previous video, that's all right, John. No big deal. I've got plenty of videos, but I appreciate you sending it in. I got plenty of other videos. I've got half a dozen. Not half a dozen. I've got 2 dozen. Excuse me, 2 dozen. I ain't even started yet. Brazil got everything out the yank, Shawn. Absolutely. Full show. Well, I can honestly tell you, I barely can understand English, so whatever this fellow is, I'm totally relying on y'all. And maybe an app or whoever's got, uses Google Translate. But interesting to say the least. So is this a military test ground? Is this a drone of some sort? Is this an alien? That'd be my other. I don't know. Could this be an entity of some sort that has a? Here's another possibility. Is it portal vortex or Stargate? Maybe. I'm gonna turn the audio up.
Bagulho louco, bagulho tenso. Caralho, tá em cima da árvore. Porra.
Apparently, this guy's alarmed that he's seeing this.
Caralho.
If he's a security guard, apparently, he's like, "Well, what the heck's going on with this thing?" Well, I'm sure somebody will jump in somewhere, maybe down the line, and I'm sure that as soon as this gets out there. Now, there is a part 2 to this. Give me just a second. We'll bring up the part 2 and let you see the part 2. Give me just a second. Stop sharing that one. I don't think the part 2 is that long, though. I'm not going, well, heck. My show's not, the only thing I'm wasting is my time and your time, but hopefully I'm not wasting your time. Let's see, we got Florida. I got a Florida UAP, but I'm going to finish off this Brazilian thing. Where is it? Aha, here is the other one. This is only 1.5 minutes long, so that's not too bad.
Zica! Que zica! Ó o bagulho no meio do mato, correndo, ó. Caraca, velho. Caraca, ó o bagulho. Pegando fogo, porra. Caralho, nunca vi um bagulho desse, meu Deus. Meu Deus do céu, porra. Que é isso, louco? Sinistrão. Caralho, meu irmão. Meu pai do céu. Meu pai do céu. E não pega nada, porra.
So obviously this guy does not know what it is, according to
Caraca, meu irmão, quase 3 minutos de vídeo.
Lisa Ray said, "Do you think he might lose his hair due to such a fright?"
Porra, caralho, meu irmão.
This is crazy.
Caralho, o bagulho Nossa, porra. Caralho, o bagulho sumiu. Foda-se. Olha a luz do poste. Nossa, me arrepiei todo, porra. Tchau e benção. Nossa, meu Deus do céu, porra.
And that was it. Sounds surprised, not scared. So apparently, if he's not surprised, and not if he's surprised, not scared, he's seen other events that would lead or desensitize himself to seeing odd things, for sure. Especially while on the job. And I can honestly tell you, working in healthcare for 20 years, I saw enough stuff that would curl your hair.
Pegando fogo, porra. Caralho, nunca vi um bagulho desse. Meu Deus.
That's close enough.
Meu Deus do céu, porra.
You're just joking. That's cool.
Que é isso, louco? Sinistrão.
So obviously this guy is surprised, but he's not scared. You can tell that by the inflection of his,
Meu
of
pai
his
do
voice.
céu. Meu pai do céu. E não pega nada, porra.
I would love to know what he wrote up in his logs.
Caraca, meu irmão, quase 3 minutos de vídeo.
Oh my God, it's crazy. Ball of fire.
Porra, caralho, meu irmão. Caralho, o bagulho... Nossa, porra. Caralho, o bagulho sumiu. Foda-se.
The test was
Olha a luz do
successful.
poste. Nossa, me arrepiei todo, porra.
Well, if he knows the test was
Tchau e
successful,
benção.
he knew
Nossa,
something was going
meu
on.
Deus do céu, porra.
Wow. So, obviously this guy is definitely surprised, and according to what Shell was saying, the test was successful. And he was definitely excited, not scared. Just said, oh my God, that is crazy ball of fire. Holy cow. So I told you, there's some strange stuff out there, for sure. Some strange stuff. Let's see. What do we got next up? All right, for the Florida folks in the house, for the folks that live in Florida, Shell and Lisa, I've got something for y'all. This is from Florida.
Disappear again. Oh my God, what is that? What the heck?
Oh yeah, what is that?
Oh my God.
Oh, Shell said that she was responding to my questions. So, next what I just said concerning what Shell said. So, she was just going along with me. I think that was it. I don't think there's any more. Yeah, there was nothing other than this little bit that she sees right here.
Disappear again. Oh my God, what is that?
Now, it is in a triangle. Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. So this looks like a triangle to me. And it disappears right there. Looks like it's morphing a little bit, but you know, just It could be digital distortion, and hey, it might have had a cloak up. Now, there you go. I think that's probably about the best I'm going to get. Let's move this forward here. Get this up and running here. See if I can get this a little bit more. She's got a pretty daggone steady hand, that's for sure. Whoever this little lady is. She ain't jumping up and down saying, huh? Crazy. I know Poquito Espanol. The rest he said. Okay. All right. I got you. So. And it looked like it cloaked her right above her. Yep. I believe that's probably it. Sue says, same thing. I'm always watching night. They always change shape and colors. Yep. She's using a grow. I do not know. All the tag that went along with this particular video was from Florida. Didn't say who the lady was that was holding the camera, whatever the camera was. And that was it. It was from Florida. Let me see if I got anything else here. That's it. Florida UAP. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Is that from that guy that's over on TikTok that does telescope stuff? I'm thinking that's what she's talking about. But there you are from Florida. So if you live in Florida or around in the Gulf Coast or heck, just about anywhere in the world, look up in the sky every once in a while. You might see something like this. So, actually, while I'm sitting thinking about it, give me just a second, and I'm going to show you something. Let me show you something. New window. Yep, I'm going to get you a new window right here, right now. I have been telling you about my TR3B stuff. I'm going to show you the report. I absolutely found it again. So here is my report from, let's see, 11/13/2012 at 9:20, entered at 9:20. A solid triangle with 3 white lights on each point, with a pulsing red light in the middle, moved east to west, then slowly toward southwest. This was over top of my frickin' backyard. After returning home and watching a movie, my fiance and myself came home. I saw a triangle silently moving across the 3 lines above my house. 3 white lights on each corner were continuously lit up and pulsing red light directly in the middle of the 3 white lights. I have an iPhone 4 video of the event, but the starlight shows with our voices in the background, which I don't have that queued up. I should have queued that up for tonight. But there you go. There's my report from 2012. 10 years ago. You're late? No, you're right on time. You ain't late. Can't be late if you made it on time and I'm live. You made it right on time. I ain't even called for last call for alcohol yet. Ooh. I gotcha. Hold on just a second, boys and girls. I'm about ready to show you something interesting. All right, this is from TikTok. Let me share this screen out. Where the heck is it? Nope. Brave tab. That's the one I want. There we go. And this is from @JZTER TikTok.
The actual video, if you look real close, you can actually see the center of the sphere. You can see the sphere, and in the center of that, there's actual bars coming from the very middle all the way to the end of the what looks like field or whatever. Where I'm going to show right here. So here's the center of the sphere, and then there's two of the bars right there. And as you can see, if you look close, it's rotating clockwise. Now, within this sphere, you've got the black sphere in the center, which looks like possibly the ship. And in between the force field looking thing and the sphere, you've got what looks like electricity, like one of those plasma, lanterns you can get at like Spencer's or whatever. So that's very interesting. If I had a better video, then I could zoom up and work a lot better. But here you go. Alright, so I'm starting out with the actual video. If you look real close, you can actually see the center of the sphere.
There's something that you can follow this guy, the Void Outlander, at the Void Outlander. You can see his TikTok thing. So there you go. Almost looks like wings flapping. And this was a star, folks. Could be a plasma shield, electromagnetic field. This is a star, way, way off. You know, it's not in our neighborhood. So, let's see, what else? Oh, okay, we got something else. Give me just a second. Downloads, and then we'll get this thing up here and running. Let me share this one out again. Thank you again to Shelly for sharing the screen here. This is beautiful. Whatever the heck this is beautiful stuff right here. And this is supposedly Sirius, the star. I have no clue other than this is through somebody's telescope. Star Sirius. Okay, gotcha. Oh, that was a UFO. I'm sorry. That last one was a UFO. Apologize. The last one was a UFO. The colorful one that's before us on the screen is Sirius. So, tell me this. I know they manipulate video, audio, like crazy. So, if it is, this is Sirius, supposedly. Now, I wasn't there, I couldn't tell you if it was or not, but I've seen this guy go live and do this. And, you know, it appears to be live to me. What is this? JZR. According to JZR, that last one was, not this one. Is this the same guy? JZR? Lisa Ray says that's beautiful. Supposedly the star Sirius. And I'll bring that last one up and we'll look at it in the UFO one. One more time. Let me show you this other one real quick. Allegedly. Yep. And let me share this one out.
Close, you can actually see the center of the sphere.
This is
the
UFO.
sphere, and in the center of that, there's actual bars coming from the very middle all the way to the end of the what looks like field or whatever. Where I'm going to show right here. So here's the center of the sphere, and then there's two of the bars right there. And as you can see, if you look close, it's rotating clockwise. Now, within this sphere, you've got the black sphere in the center, which looks like possibly the ship. And in between the force field looking thing and the sphere, you've got what looks like electricity, like one of those plasma, lanterns you can get at like Spencer's or whatever. So that's very interesting.
I'm going to restart this just so we can see it.
All right, so I'm starting out with
One more
the
time.
actual video. If you look real close, you can actually see the center of the sphere. You can see the sphere, and in the center of that, there's actual bars coming from the very middle all the way to the end of the what looks like field or whatever. Where I'm going to show right here. So here's the center of the.
Play this one more time just because it is so fascinating, so beautiful. And this is supposedly JZR, JAYZR, at, or the Void Outlander here. So, go follow that fellow. Chris, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. Appreciate you dropping by. Hit the thumbs up and share it if y'all would. If not, man, hey, I appreciate you just dropping by anyway. So, what do you think? Is that well, obviously that's a UFO according to that poster there. So, ooh, I like this one. Let me add that to. This is Saturn. Hold on just a second. Now we got into telescopic stuff. Let's get this one going. Share this one out. Thanks again to Shell. She's got a ton of stuff. That's all I can tell you. Lord have mercy, she's got a ton of stuff.
We're about their setting already, so they're gone. Thank you. It is very cool. 830 miles. Yes, that's how far this is. So again, yes, I can do the Andromeda Galaxy.
That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Now, this is from a amateur astronomer. Hope that you got that straight. I think this one might be. Is this Mars over here? Maybe, or another star. Who knows? Could be that 115 vibranium. 115 vibranium. Oh, you're talking about that new mountain that they found that has all that crazy stuff. That you're the one that shared that with me. That was holds electric charge. That's supposed to overtake batteries. The chemical crap that we've got now. Gotcha. And let's see. Orion ascending what I believe is... okay, gotcha. Cool. JZ Tur. Okay. Let me see if I can get this one saved to download so I can show it. Give me just a second and we'll pop this other one up. JZ Tur is the next up. Yes, indeed. And let's share this rascal right here. Window. Perfect. JZ Tur, if you see that over on TikTok. And nope, it doesn't have audio, so. Since we're talking UFOs, we're talking, obviously, point something up at the night sky, see what's up there. It's beautiful to look at for sure. That's one of the things I used to do when I was a younger man. Run up and, ooh, that's cool. That is beautiful. That sort of looked like the Big Dipper for just a second. Oh, Lord, no, you didn't send the wrong one. I love looking at this stuff anyway. What are you talking about? And that was the guy, Jay-Z Tur. If you, like I said, go over to his TikTok page and show him some love. Amazing folks over there that do that stuff. So hold on just a second. Let's go and look at a couple more. Let's see. I've got. Oh no, that's ISIS. Florida. I've already done Florida. Already done the Florida one. Oh, okay. Here we go. We got a UFO laser. I'm about ready to show you. You know how they do the green laser and get the UFOs to fall? I got one of those videos. Hold on just a second. Let's see. Oh, wait. Before I do that one, I'm going to show this one. Someone asked earlier to show this. Give me just a second. UFO right here, right now. Let's see, who's this? Bring laughter into your life. Cuckoo fun. I don't think this is... The versions I've seen of this is the one I've got like 3 versions of this, and this was the only one with this cuckoo fun at the end of it, but this last one I got, so... Crazy. No shadow. No shadow. Okay, let me see that. Let me stop sitting there replaying it. No shadow. Glenn from Brown Dwarf said. Let's look at this real quick. See if there's a shadow. Well, the only shadow I see is from that bike. You're right. I agree with you. Could be CGI. Absolutely. Could be CGI. Let's see. What else do I have here? Okay, let me share this one with you. Have a green laser, not a toy that will land you in jail if you're not careful. That's what the military used to ID targets with. Yep, absolutely. But there are people out there that has these lasers, and you can get these 55 watt and up lasers. Fairly cheap, actually, comparative to what you would think it would be. So here we go.
Qué espectacular formación. Qué espectacular formación. Es una formación. Impresionante, excelente.
Uh-oh. Let's turn that down just a little bit since it has a little music in there. Hopefully I didn't. Yeah, it don't matter. I don't get any kind of crazy monetization anyway, so who cares? But there you go. Well, apparently you hit that power line with that thing. That is just so crazy. wonder what that UFO is. Is that military? Is that extraterrestrial, interdimensional, extra-dimensional? Wrecked UFO. That's magnet. Okay. So this crazy dude is taking this green laser and shooting it at this UFO, whatever this is. Drone, UFO, military. I don't think this is a civilian for sure. But there you go. Dr. Stephen Greer says the craft make a time bubble, whatever that means. Well, Chris, I'm not that fond of Stephen Greer. I think he is a plant of some sort, from what I understand. But I could be absolutely wrong, and that's just my gut guess. He also says that you can, do the summon these things. I forgot what his method is. Right off the top of my head, I've spoke about it before, but there's some sort of method that you get together and you do thought experiments to bring these suckers in. Top of the pyramid. I don't CE5. Yes, there you go. CE5. Miss Sue agrees with me. Oh, that's cool. Yes, it's a mind invite. Yep. I suggest not doing that. Because one, you don't know what the heck is. Two, you don't know who you're inviting or what you're inviting. You open up the door and who the heck knows what's going to pile up on you. Dog pile on you, not me. I like your easygoing attitude. Greer held up a sheet of paper and it had both craft. I've seen on it. I get your opinion. Makes sense. Hey. I am one of these guys that, I can throw out my opinion, and I have changed my opinion on several things, but I will not invite anything into my life. Screw that. Holy cow, no way, Jose. But, yeah. No offense to all the people that go out and hunt for these Bigfoot, which I know you're one of those, one of the fine fellows and women and men that go out and do that. I'm not that brave. I'm not that brave. So, what do you think this is? Is this a UFO? Obviously, this guy was using this green laser to communicate in some way, shape, form, or fashion with this thing. Do you think this is UFO? Who took the photos? Verdi 33. Right there is the fellow. El Nino Verdi 33 is the guy that has the photos there. True seeker. So, Google that and you should be able to grab it. He may have been compromised. Well, he was actually a physician that was trained actually at one of the colleges, ETSU, in East Tennessee State University, if I remember correctly. And I sat on the board of respiratory care for a year there. Unpaid, by the way, but I did sit on the board over there for respiratory care for ETSU. Back in early 2000s, I can't remember. I've sat on a couple, 3 boards for education at college level. But he was from my neck of the woods. And he is very knowledgeable, for sure. Don't get me wrong. I think he is a freaking plant, but that's just my opinion. And if you got a different opinion, that's great. I don't have any problems with it. I'm one of these fellows that if you strongly disagree with me, great. If you strongly agree with me, great. If you mildly disagree or mildly agree with me, or just kind of a push kind of deal, that's great. You're not gonna break my heart either way. I'll put my opinion out there, and that's about it. If you like it, great. If you don't, great. And it's not gonna break my heart over it. So there you go. Let's see what else I've got left. Ooh, what is this? I've got one I found earlier today, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. If it's real or Memorex or CGI, but I'm going to share it. This is over Stonehenge, and I'm just putting that out there because it looks cool. But here you go. Whatever it is cool looking. And hold on a second, let's see. Who's this from? PrimeDisclosure.com. Run over there and check that out. I don't know if this is without a doubt. If you could pick a place on the globe, wherever the heck this, that would probably be one of the places to visit if you're a UFO saying, hey, I want to go. And find a waypoint. There we go, waypoint. Pyramids would be one. The Grand Canyon would be another. Definitely over the oceans. Maybe the Marianas Trench, as we were discussing earlier. But there you go. It did look like it was Stonehenge for sure in the foreground. It was just cool for sure. And here is a TR-3B. And it does not look like the TR-3B that I saw personally. That report that I shown earlier. But here you go. And this does not have, it doesn't have audio. And it could be totally CGI. The only difference between this and what I saw personally, flying over top of my house, is this right here. Let's see, the middle, right there. This middle white light was a red strobe, and it highlighted, underneath the craft. You could see underneath the craft with the red strobe, and it was smooth. But that's the only difference between this and the one I saw. It looks a little wobbly. Will Smith, when you need him, probably slapping somebody on stage, I would think. Last time I saw him. Red strobe sounds human. Yeah, I believe what I saw. I don't know about the rest of the TR-3B enthusiasts or witnesses. I believe it was something man-made. Totally silent, without a doubt. I was all alien Bigfoot until I found FE. I dropped aliens like a sack of bricks. The thing I saw didn't have the middle light at all. The three were subdued. What is FE? I don't know what FE is. Could not tell you what FE is. Could be anything. Let's see, what else we got here? Okay, I've got something. Where is this? From YouTube, third phase. This is from Third Phase of Moon. Well, do I want to watch that? No, I ain't going to show that one. I like Third Phase of Men, so I just... Oh, here's one. I'll show you. This is from Peter Maxwell Slattery. Something pops out, and of course, again, lasers. They're shining laser like slow motion replay. UFO comes out of Mount Adams, ECTI. ECETI. There we go. No audio in this as well, so watch here. Let's see. Watch here. Well, let's watch you see this come out of the... Yeah, right there. There's the orb. So what is it with, like, for the folks that have studied this, what is it with laser lights and UFOs? Is it the equivalent of, hey, I've got a big stick and I'm going to go poke a bear? Or what? And this laser light is a stick? I'm not a flat earther at all. My mind's open, but I have yet to find any flat earth theory that holds any water whatsoever. I'm open to the theory. I don't think it's a globe either. I think it's more along of a shriveled up prune than a globe. You know, when you peel away the water and stuff. I think it's more of a... It's definitely not flat. And if it was flat, then show... the other thing is, if it is flat, show me where in space another flat planet is. Spacecraft or whatever. I'll tell you one thing, that there was a series in BBC called Disc Planet, Disc World, Disc something or other. It took the theory of flat earthers and went wild with it, with the flying sea turtles underneath. Replaced the elephants with flying sea turtles, which I'm not exactly sure where where the flat earthers got the sea turtles or the elephants in the depictions. I don't know. So I've got no, and I'm not saying that I'm trying to offend anybody that is a flat earther. Some of the folks that I know that are flat earthers are, vastly intelligent. I just don't agree with them. Just because I don't agree with you is not any stretch of the imagination that I'm going to say, no, I don't want to be your friend because you think you're Earth's flat or not. Big deal. I can also tell you I probably will never be above plane height, altitude, above the planet. And that's about it. I'm not going to be in orbit, so not something I'm going to argue over. If it's flat, it's great. If it's globe, great. Not something that I think it's that'd be just like saying, hey, you should have got the poke. Okay, if you want to go that way, that's great. Not a big deal for me. I'm not a fan of it, but hey, whatever. I'm not going to go crazy over it. But there you go. There's another UFO, or whatever that is. But I'm not going to make my platform with this show chasing flat Earth. Flat Earth, I don't believe in it. my mind's open to having somebody come forth and say, "Hey, without a doubt, I've got what I will change your mind forever for." But no, it'd be a hard sell for me. But my mind's open to change it for sure. There's a couple of steadfast things that I won't change my mind on, but why not? But I don't believe in that flat earth stuff. Next subject. Yep, without a doubt. Let's go to... Ooh. Okay, here we go. Back to UFOs, folks. Let's go back to UFOs. Here we go.
Oh, we tell you people there's some strange shit going on, but you don't listen. Come outside of your house, and if you don't see 4 stars in alignment, if you don't see 4 stars in perfect alignment,
there you go.
I don't know where you are if you're in Zambia. But right now, if you come out of your house, you're going to see 4 stars in perfect alignment. You tell me what is that? Explain to me. Give me a plausible scientific explanation backed with scientific data. Tell me what that is. Explain to me, because you're so smart. Explain to me. Most of you don't even know half or quarter what's going on this planet. So-called planet we're living in. I tell you people these things all the time. But a lot of you people think everyone who tells you things that you don't believe in are crazy. But what's this? You explain to me. Tell me. These things they are in alignment, man. These are stars. What are these things? Tell me. You scientific people. Tell me. You tell me. I'm along Tawombeki Road right now. I'm along Tawombeki Road right now. What are these things? All of you are driving by like it's nothing. I ask people here, they're telling me they don't know what this is. You tell me.
I think this guy is from
so
Zambia,
asleep.
if I remember correctly.
A lot of you are so asleep. You don't understand where you are. You don't understand who you are. You don't understand where you are. I tell you several times.
You didn't
something
say
is
stars.
happening here. Open your eyes. You don't listen. Forget about this money rubbish. This shit you're chasing back and forth every day. There's something going on. Look up. You don't listen. Now look. Explain. Because you're so smart. A lot of you are so smart. You're so intelligent. Tell me what this is. These things are so aligned. How does this happen? Look at this shit. I don't believe this. Look at this thing.
I like his enthusiasm, for sure. Now, whatever this is definitely not stars. Definitely not stars, for sure. Whatever this is, could it be one of those huge wings that was so famous back in the Art Bell days in the early 90s, where everybody and their brother saw over Illinois lights like that. So there you go. There's you another one. Let's see. Discussion. Let's get rid of that one. What is this one? No, I'm going to get rid of that one. I don't want to go... Got something from 1999. And then this one is over the middle of... Nope. I think I got another Florida one. Oh, here's another orb. Here we go. I'll play this one. This is cool. Another orb UFO. I think this is off of VHS tape, if I remember. 1993 is where and when this came from. You gotta know when to fold them. Know when to hold them. So there you go. 1993 UFO orb. That's amazing. And look how long we have been doing this. Talking about UFOs, talking about, you name it, supernatural. And we still haven't figured it out as a culture yet. Some cultures have. But, you know, in general. Are we still doing the, still doing the flat Earth thing in that? That's all right. I'm done with the flat Earth, by the way. So continue to talk the way you want to. Let's see, Goodyear. If he mentioned another one, I missed it. Okay, cool. Well, let's see. Next up, let's see. What is this one? This one is off out of a airliner. I think it's commercial. Maybe. Ooh. Can't play that. But right there is some UFO off the wing of an airplane, at least. Rothan, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. See if we can find it. What is that? All right. So what is this? This is going to be a drone, another aircraft, maybe a large helicopter. Got some cold weather heading your way. I know there's a couple more systems that's going to blow through the country again in next week. So who knows? It takes a lot to thrust for a rocket to leave the atmosphere. A lot of thrust. Okay. Goodyear blimp. Swamp gas. Maybe. But there you go. Whatever that is, it was interesting enough for somebody to get out their GoPro or handy whatever it took to take that video. Oh, that was from New Delhi. Excuse me, that was from New Delhi. Let's see what else we got here. No, it's parasailing. And there's the orb one. And I've got a Texas TR3B. Here's another TR3B. Give me just a second. We'll get this one. TR3B coming up. Over Texas on 1/26/2018. 5 years ago in 2 days. Grab that one. There you go. There's your TR3B right there. I still don't know what, Chris, I still don't know what FE means. I guess FE is iron, maybe? I don't know. You have to tell me what FE means so I can better understand you. But hey, you can talk about anything you want to. But there's a TR3B over Texas. Oh, flat Earth. I'm sorry. There you go. Yeah, you can talk about flat Earth all you want to in chat. But it's not something I want to approach anymore tonight. I've already said my piece on it right now. But there you go. Go for it. Top it till your fingers bleed. As far as I'm concerned. Ew. Oh, man. What is this? Okay. Here you go. I don't know where this come from. I've seen this in a few places, and I have no clue who owns it. UFO plane out a plane window. Here we go. I do not know if this is new, old, Memorex, CGI. What have you. So, could be CGI. Then again, some of that stuff that I've seen in the past, thinking, well, that could be CGI, but it was way back in the 90s, and you're kind of wondering, well, okay, what the heck is that? And I'm not claiming it's anything other than it's interesting, and it looks like it's out the freaking plane window. Maybe a cockpit, actually. Looks like a lot up in front of me. Okay. Hey, why not? Could be a flying pot lid next to a jet. I wonder if it's a military jet. That's the one thing that comes to mind. This might be a military jet escort of whatever this thing is. Now, I've seen plenty of videos that have these flying pot lids type typical UFO looking stuff that you've seen plenty of videos on. But there you go. It's a black triangle craft said to be back engineer from Alien Tech. Okay, gotcha. I have personally seen the TR-3B fly above my house, perfectly silent, without a doubt. Well, they have been a lot like it, Shawn. Yep, absolutely. Crazy as it is. But there's that one. That was an interesting enough video. Let's see. What else I need to... Oh, I got plenty to show you. Give me just a second. Oh, I got one from pretty close to Savannah, Georgia. Is there enough here to really... I don't... That's not interesting enough for me to talk about. Stonehenge was kind of a cool video. Oh, okay, here we go. Got another TR-3B from the ISIS platform. The International Space Station platform. Oh, hello. Turn that off. I gotcha. Yeah. That is just crazy. So riddle me this. International Space Station. And there's supposedly not any TR-3Bs or Aurors or whatever next gen fighter jet or transport is. Do I take phone calls? Absolutely. 931-994-6917. You can call me right now if you want to. There's the number at the bottom of the screen. Just popped it up. 931-994-6917. If you want to call in, go for it. Or Chris. Nine 994-6917. That's my last time talking about that particular phone thing. Look at the bottom of the screen in orange and white text. Appreciate you posting that there, Shell. So, next one up. Let's see. What do we... Ooh. Do I want to show the ghost one or do I Oh no, that's already seen that one and done seen that one. Okay. Tell you what, I'm going to switch it up and show one ghost. Who knows what it is? Oh, wait a minute. We got a phone call here. Give me just a second, caller, and we'll get you on the air. Okay, you're live on the air.
Sure.
What's your name and where you from?
I'm from all over. Poplar Bluff, Springfield, Missouri. I live in Mountain Grove, Missouri.
Okay, what's your name?
My name's Chris Miller.
Hey, Chris, what's up, buddy? I appreciate you calling in. Love your artwork, by the way.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. And I was watching your show the other night, and someone told me you were sharing it, and I didn't get to see it because I had to take a phone call. So yeah, I tell you what, I used to be a big alien guy. That was my big thing. I wanted to know, and I've seen a lot of different things in the sky, and I looked my whole life and I didn't see anything until I met my wife. And the first time I met her mom and her family, we were on a farm in northern Missouri. It's all flat as a pancake. And we saw what looked like a party going on in this field. I'm talking lights going this way, lights going that way. It looked like a concert. And we ended up, me and a Marine guy that I know, we drove all the way, trying to find out what it was. We got about 100 yards from it. Stopped. Like somebody shut a concert off with a switch. So after that, I've seen all kinds of things in the sky. I'm not sure why that was the catalyst, but I've seen orbs. I didn't know to call them orbs. I've seen a red and a blue orb flying in a slant formation, broad daylight. I actually have video of that.
Oh, I'd love to see it if you're sharing mood or whenever.
It's on an old phone. It's on an old phone, and if my memory serves me correctly, that phone was fried shortly after that happened.
Ooh.
But if not, I have every phone that I've ever owned, and I'm pretty sure I might be able to retrieve it. I'm just not a techie at all. I didn't touch the internet until 2010. I didn't.
Wow.
I didn't agree with it.
Oh, how did you? Well, why didn't you agree with it? That'd be.
Do you want my honest opinion? I'll share. Most people don't think like I do. So
absolutely, go for it.
Okay, so I'll give you me in a nutshell. I grew up in foster care from the time I was 3 till adult, and so I was a Christian from 5 years old on. So one of my first foster homes, they were abusive, and I was locked in my room about 6 years.
Oh wow.
So I got very familiar with my Bible and what it said. And so I kind of looked through that lens first. And I trusted over science, and I have my whole life. And it is not, if I'm honest, if I listen to it and follow what it says, it's never hurt me. It's always got me in a better place if I follow it. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. I joined the Army, infantry. I was very idealistic, and I loved our country. And there's a lot of guys that came before me that loved it even more than I did. So I thought, what better? There's nothing better than to give your life for your friends. So I was in during 9/11. I saw some things at that time that stuck out. I didn't understand, but I thought, those things will make sense later. Sure enough, they did. So, let's see. Any questions? My life's an open book.
So what got you into sketching Bigfoot?
Okay, so it's such a weird thing. A little over a year ago, I was on my front porch. It was about 12:30 at night, and watching YouTube videos. I'm a kind of a night owl, early bird, and I heard this whoop noise. And I tell you what, I've never heard anything remotely like it. And it sent me directly to heart in my ears, pounding. And I've always been into Bigfoot. It's just always been like this weird topic to me that I can't nail down. So I was pretty sure that's what it was, but I didn't know for sure. But as soon as I heard that noise, I was kind of stunned. And I had an internal conversation, and I said, you know, I don't care if this thing kills me. I have to know what it is. So I ran out there, and mind you, I can't see up my front porch because I've got it covered up in plastic. So I can hear through it perfectly, but I just couldn't see through it. So I had to run out in order to see. And I didn't see anything. But what I did see was I've got quite a few, well, not quite a few, but I've got a handful of outside cats. And my favorite one was at the end of the driveway, or the end of the sidewalk, and he was freaked out. I could tell just by his body language. He was really messed up, looking all over the place. And he's looking kind of out my front in a big oak tree. And I don't see anything. And if it was a Bigfoot, I would have seen it in the tree, right? Mm-hmm. Well, all of a sudden, he just looks to his right. And, I mean, 50 yards away, there's more trees. I didn't see anything, nothing. My best guess was, oh, surely that's an owl. You know, that's what I went with for a long time. But it sent me on a mission. So, I hit YouTube. I hit Google, anything and everything I could come up with. I logged hundreds of hours trying to figure out what this noise was. A little over a year later, and no one has told me for sure this is what you heard. No one can prove it. And I actually found the noise on YouTube. There's a video called, actually there's two videos, but actually there's more, but I think it's called Camera Left in the Woods. Mm-hmm.
What about the Sierra sounds? What about the Sierra sounds?
No,
okay.
That's not what I heard.
Okay, all right.
This thing, I can try to demonstrate it, sure. But it sounds like a tornado siren. It starts off real low, and it's like, and way longer, way louder. And right when you think this thing just can't go on anymore, it keeps going a little bit. Like, what the heck? The closest thing I've come to is a barred owl. I'm a survivalist. So either way, I'm a nature guy. A little nervous to be knowing people are listening, but a barred owl makes this weird kind of who cooks for you? And it's kind of loud and it catches you off guard. Well, it makes another noise that's even louder and it sounds even more bizarre. That gets my blood running backwards at first until I realize, oh, that's just a barred owl. And I didn't mention that cat I was talking about disappeared that night. So I'm not saying Bigfoot did it, but I found the noise on a Bigfoot website. So fast forward, I go on a show. I'd rather not say the name.
Okay.
And it was a podcast, and I shared my encounter. Oh, I failed to mention one of my best friends. His name's Austin. He's in the infantry as well. So he comes over maybe a week or two after I heard the noise, and we're gonna go deer hunting because I've got decent chunk of little property here, and it's deer haven. Well, he comes over. We stay up super late as normal, and it's hard to get up after you stayed up. So it's like, we'll just stay up another hour or two. I start cooking breakfast. He takes out my new puppy at the time. And he comes back in, and he just got this kind of shock look on his face. And I thought he was pulling my leg, but he had heard it too out the back. And he backpedaled into my room, into my house, and knocked over some stuff on his way in. So I really thought he was pulling my leg for a good 5 minutes. And then I saw him sit down and start looking at YouTube and Google at animal noises. And I knew he heard it. I said, because that's exactly what I did. He said, you did it, didn't you? He said, yep. So that next morning is open rifle. We hunt from my shop. Keep in mind, we're both adults, 2 infantry guys, and neither one of us made each other feel bad because we wanted to hunt from the window in the shop. So that's what started it off, right?
Yeah.
That's what got me going. And I'm kind of new to a small town from the city, so I don't want to go telling anybody that I'm the Bigfoot guy from the city, right? But I like to think of myself as I don't know, I try to take an approach like you do, honestly. I try real hard to, hear people out and, not jump to conclusions. And, I've got my opinions, but, they're my opinions. They're mine. I don't have to force them on anybody. So I'm a people person. I love people. I'm an extrovert. Being locked in my room the way I was, it just kind of, I love to talk to 20 different people. That way I can make a better judgment on whatever. And nobody, I'm talking every deer hunter I know, every survival guy I know, everybody. No one can tell me for sure what I heard, but everybody wants to make a joke. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to do my best anyway. So I kind of went on that show. Not good at tech, like I said, 2010 on. My one thing I would allow myself to do online was YouTube, because I could get on there and actually find the information I was looking for. Whereas the rest of the internet is just, I couldn't navigate websites. I hated it. But the reason why I don't like it is because I see and have seen for a really long time, I think we're headed to the mark of the beast, like a rocket. And so far, it hasn't proved me wrong yet. And a lot of the personal experiences I've seen have just solidified my viewpoint. But
no, what do you think? I went through many ideas of what the mark of the beast is. What do you think it is currently? What's your guess?
The best I can come up with is it's some kind of a technology. The only reason I say that is because the Bible says in the end times they throw their gold and their silver in the street. And I don't know about anybody else, but I hold on to silver. And why would I throw that in the street? Because it's not worth anything anymore. The mark of the beast talks about, you're going to have to take a mark in your forehead or your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Your right hand specifically. So if you don't have a right hand, forehead, right? Well,
Right.
if you look at, I'll just speak in code for a second because I don't want to say certain names. I'll give the initials. EM, very, smart guy these days. He does NASA better than NASA. Does Ford and Chevy better than Ford and Chevy. Electric vehicles, satellites, robots. I mean, he's all over the place doing all this tech at high efficiency. He's doing it better than people, groups and corporations that's been doing it for hundreds of years. He's made this chip where basically they can put it in your skull. They drill some of your skull, and then they attach wires to your brain. And this sounds so freaking that far out there, but everything I'm saying is on the news. You can go look it up. And so from there, you have that going on. You have where he came up with his money, from what I understand, was PayPal. Whether he did or his parents or whoever, PayPal is where he got his money, which is like one of the first online money spending, help me out here, maybe platforms, if you will.
Sure.
My brain kind of gets ahead of my mouth. So I see all of these things before they're even here. I could just see how checks were becoming, obsolete. They were still around, but you could tell they were phasing them out. And it just, when I was in the military, in my ID card, it had a chip in it. And I asked them, do I have to have this? Oh, yeah, they're all going to have it. Your dental records, your medical records, your banking information, all that. So when you're deployed, you just have this one thing. I'm like, oh, great, here we go. Well, that was 20 years ago. That chip never got used for any of that stuff. And it's the same chip that you see in your debit cards. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know, technology is supposed to make our lives easier. And so here, just within the last 5 years, I just said, screw it. We're all, you know, tagged, tracked, everything. You know, they know everything about all of us. And what leads me to say that is I had Facebook. Never had it until I moved here. So 5 years ago. And I thought, you know, I'm going to figure this out. I figured it out, got it, made 200-something friends, you know, people I hadn't seen in forever. And I thought it was great. I got hooked, just like everybody else. And then I realized that it was making me depressed because I realized 200 people, which is, you know, 10 times more than what I thought I knew. If my house burned down, I'd get a sad face emoji. And that's a joke,
That's true.
you know.
That's true.
And I realized that. And so I thought, you know, I've went this long without it. I'm going to go ahead and drop it. So I think I made a post saying something like, you know, I wish I had something more witty to say. If you've got my phone number, use it, you know, because that's how I communicate. Even though I don't like it, I'll sit here and microwave my brain for you, you know, however long you want to talk. I've been called a conspiracy theorist my whole life, and I didn't need any confirmation. I just knew things. I knew cell phones were bad. No one could tell me how they worked. I'm like, they're not telling me something. Sure enough, it's microwaves. That's how cell phones work. You know, you're cooking your head. You know, microwave food.
I got a question for you since we're, you know, talking code.
Yeah.
EM was over in Europe, Asia, specifically I think Germany, and he was going to a factory where they printed, one of his factories where they printed chemicals to be consumed internally. And I'll leave it at that. You know.
Okay. Yeah. I guess
everything that's you know, for the last 3 years or so been so wild and shut down. He was over there doing that. I'm like, exactly why, and what kind of technology is out there? You know, have you seen the technology that kind of hits about the body? I'm not saying body farms. Pod.
NO, or NaNO. Nano stuff. No.
The nano stuff. But they've got it came out probably about early this month, where they're going to grow 100,000 newborns outside the womb, inside of science fiction made.
Why? They kill millions inside the womb. What's the point?
Baby pods, yeah, that's it. Sue said it.
What's the point?
To make designer babies.
Just so they can say
jumping up into a kiosk and saying, "Hey, I want to have a baby with polka dots in my hair."
Just like the movie Gattaca.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
As soon as I saw that movie, I knew for sure that was in our future. And you just confirmed something. Like I said, I don't want to be right on this stuff. I really don't. I don't want to be right on any of it. But I've called so many of these things after I've had to stand there and take everybody's abuse for years. And I'm still willing to stand and use my voice as long as I have one. And like I said, I'm an interesting duck. I mean, I tried to fight for my country. I didn't have to, thank God. Literally, thank you, God, I didn't have to go. My unit deployed, but I didn't. That was a God fingerprint on my life. I'll touch on this. When I was in, they had the anthrax V, and they said, we have it. You can take it if you want it, but you don't have to. Well, at that time, I wasn't married or had a kid, so I thought, no, I'd rather not. I saw what they did to the Gulf War guys, and so I made up my mind. My mind was made up. I'm not taking this thing. Well, it literally did exactly like what it did just a couple years ago. It went from, we have it, you can take it if you want to now we're going to make everybody take it. And like I said, I made up my mind. Well, I stood up against everybody. That was not easy for me to do in the military because I'm going to go with the flow kind of guy and do what you're told, follow the rules. But you guys changed your mind. I finally, after months of public shaming, I'm talking everywhere I went, everybody calling me Blue Falcon, which stands for buddy, I'll let you fill in the blank. Because I'm going to go down on the battlefield and my brothers are going to have to come rescue me. So I'm screwing them over by not taking this thing.
Right.
Well, I finally let them stick me. I finally let them work me down and talk me down. I didn't even get deployed with them. I didn't even get exposed to it. So all of the public shaming, all the heartache, for what? I compromised on my values, right? Well, I said I would never, at that time, I said I will never, ever, ever let anybody do that to me ever again. So I didn't. I wore the face covering twice, only because I had to. Other than that, I didn't touch it. So far, haven't had it. Don't know how that's possible. But
I haven't had it either. I've had family members around me have it several times. Back in late 2019, I got something really bad for about a month and a half. It was about the sickest I'd been since I lost my left leg with necrotizing fasciitis. But not that, not even a third that sick, but that was sick enough for a month. But that was well before it hit the shores of the United States that I was aware of, or was made public. I think it spread too fast.
There's a reason why we're talking here.
Oh, yeah. So,
I see the fingerprints. I get confirmation.
I was a respiratory therapist, and I had to take everything coming and going when it come to vaccines, just because that was part of the job. And if I didn't take a particular vaccine, well, sorry, buddy, you don't have a job anymore. It got to the point where I saw the writing on the wall about you had to have the next flu shot. You had to have it within a certain time frame, or you could get a religious exemption, and it made it so hard that you couldn't just have a note from your pastor or your priest or whatever saying, "Hey, you have a religious exemption for it." They would take that note right at the end when I wound up having to retire because of my left leg being removed. They had to go before a board to say, yes, this is legitimate.
This is legitimate.
Yeah, this is a legitimate whatever exemption.
Freedom of religion, huh?
They just made it so hard to do that, and if you didn't have it, you got your walking papers. I've seen people, they didn't take that vaccine. They were out the door. That was long before the COVID stuff happened.
Yeah.
Long before it. But, I saw that. I was like, I wonder what they're doing. Every time I had to take that, vaccine, I always got sick. They said, you're not going to get sick. And 48 hours later, I was sick as a dog. No matter what. I remember having the vaccine one time for flu, and I forgot what. It was H1N1, right around that, whenever that variant came out. So, this one's a whole lot better. They killed it. They gave you a dead variant of the the bug.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, whatever. And this shouldn't be anything. And it got so bad that even if you were an exempt employee, if you got sick, you couldn't take PTO or sick time on. You had to use PTO. You couldn't take your sick time if you got sick and you didn't have the vaccine. They got that damn particular. And I'm like, holy cow. Now, I know I've got some family members that did take it, and I got some family members that didn't take it, and all of them have had the bug in the last 2.5 years, 3 years. So
I got a story for you.
What's that?
We moved here to basically kind of take care of her aunt, my wife's aunt, and she's 70 something, and she was on the fence about the vaccine. Didn't want it. I just said the word, didn't I? Anyway,
that's all right.
She didn't want it. She was gonna kind of hang back and see how it went. Well, about a year into it, she decided to get it, and I think she got the Moderna, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, it was within 3 days.
Hold on,
my wife and my son got.
Can I get you to pause just for a second? Folks, if you want to find out what's really happening with this poke, go look up Veritas, the last little bit, and that will tell you exactly what they're out for money. That's it. Period. Heck, if I lose my channel, big deal. Don't care. They're out for money. The gain of function stuff. They've already admitted that they're doing that for this thing on our grounds in the United States.
If you look at next to my name, I have a certain symbol there, right? Can you recognize what that is?
I don't see your name, buddy. Or Chris.
On the chat, on the live chat. It has two bats on that coin. When that hit my palm, we were in the middle of a supposed coin shortage. And I'm thinking, they do everything by plan. They said that they just came up with this thing overnight and they had to work real hard to get it done and all this stuff. They had it ahead of time, like I said, I'm a pretty hardcore conspiracy guy. I don't mean to be, but anything that I say with my mouth, I can back up with my thoughts and my, whatever. Just wait a little while and you'll see. So fast forward, my wife and son got sick right after, 3 days after she got that. And she lied to us and told us that she wasn't going to get it, and she got it. Didn't tell anybody. Because I told her, I said, if you get it, I'd like to kind of just keep my distance for about a week. So she didn't. So I didn't get sick. I don't know how, because I'm primary caregiver. I take out her diapers and, that kind of type thing. So I'm fully exposed. So I don't know why I didn't.
Healthy living, God's on your side.
Well, I wish I could claim healthy living. I can't. My diet's horrible. I smoke. Either which way, that's my thing. I think God's trying to keep me humble. I can't point my finger at nobody else.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate smoking. I always have. I was the biggest non-smoking advocate you've ever met, and I got bit. Let's see. Help me stay focused. I'm kind of ADD type.
I don't know where you're going with it to start with.
Yeah. So. Okay. So I know I'm going back to Bigfoot. I'm trying to explain my Bigfoot stuff. So
yeah.
Here I have all these different things that are on my shoulders, on my plate, things I think about and stuff. And I'm a survival guy. and I've been studying survival stuff since I was young kid because I thought I'd have to run away, and I realized, well, out in the woods, there's Bigfoot out in the woods, right? I read every book in my school library about Bigfoot and aliens, and because I'd read about 300-page books a week, and it was something that I felt like I needed to contend with, so it's always been there. So I didn't have the resources to learn a whole lot, so I joined the Army infantry thinking that, oh yeah, surely they'll teach me, survival stuff. I didn't learn doodly squat in the Army, so almost everything I've learned has been since '03. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'll call myself an expert only because other people have called me that. Fire is my favorite thing. I could start a fire probably 250 different ways. To me, it's like the thing that makes everybody happy. When you're raining and you're sogged out and you're just freezing, and you get a fire going, you just watch everybody's demeanor change. It just allows everything else to happen. You can filter water. You can make dirty water clean. It just does everything for you. And so I teach it to anyone who will listen. I haven't started any classes or anything yet, but I'm on the way. I'm working my way there. So here I'm 41. Kind of a jack of all trades. I'm creative, always have been, and I just couldn't see myself locking into any one particular anything. So people see that how they will, but either way. Let's see. ADD. Bigfoot.
ADD. Yeah.
I do the show.
Mm-hmm.
I do the show, and I did some work for him. Did some artwork for him and stuff, and it kind of got me thinking. I'd never really drawn a Bigfoot before, so I reached out to a couple different places, and I tell you, I'd do the artwork. A week later, they'd have somebody else draw the Bigfoot for him. I'm like, what in the world? Nobody would let me know. Nobody say anything, and then they'd be upset with me because I'd say something about it. And I was always a doormat. And, take the high road, be a nice guy, whatever. That causes problems too. So I've dealt with a lot of that here just in the last couple of years. And so now I speak my mind. And it's my mind. And, if you don't like it, you don't have to hear it. But at least I don't have to carry it around anymore. So, okay, fast forward from that. I start reaching out to different people, different, Bigfoot channels and what have you, and I go on to Bigfoot Odyssey. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or not, but
yeah,
Terry Arnold had the show.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I think that changed after I think it's no longer a show now.
Yes.
After he passed.
Yes.
God rest his soul.
I tell you what, I didn't like him at first because I thought, man, this guy's just making money off Bigfoot. And I judged him. And I didn't watch him all that much at the beginning, a little bit. And then I kind of ended up working my way all the way back around, and I really started enjoying his show. And I could tell by certain things that would go on, I would talk in the live chat. And a couple times he looked in the screen, and I knew he was talking to me. And I can't really share, everything because I'm kind of attached to a lot of it. But the way it went was, I felt like I reached out to him. He said he wanted someone to draw what he saw. I said, all right, here's my opportunity. He said, hit me up, Chris, at the end of one of his shows. And I never got the opportunity. He passed away before I got the opportunity. So between that and a couple other different things, that's kind of, and my experience, that's kind of what got me down that path. I had to kind of fast forward over a couple things, but so yeah, I got connected, and I'm not sure why, but in the last 6 months, I've really reached out to quite a few people, and I try to be as open and honest and just, here's the truth. And I think they see that. I think they understand where my head and my heart's at, and so I've gotten pretty well connected.
That's cool. Well, I've seen you.
That wasn't really my intention.
Yeah, I've seen you a couple times on my show, Old Religion Dystopia 2. And I enjoyed your point of view. I enjoyed, chopping it up with you in chat. And it was, hey, I liked your artwork so much that, I was like, hey, I'm happy that you didn't get mad at me for showing your artwork off on my show the other night. But
no, I tell you, my life is an open book. I give it away.
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed it.
I didn't intend on doing that. I set out to make money with it, and I'll tell anybody, things cost money. I haven't worked for 3 years. I've been the support to my wife, which isn't where I wanted to be. I had a landscaping company, so I was a one-man landscaping show. So I know how to work hard, and I've worked hard since I was probably 11 or 12. So, and I'm still working hard. This is an interesting situation we're in right now, but I just kind of got to a point where mentally I was having a problem, and I knew I was having a problem. So I had to figure something else out. I had to figure out a way to make money. I saw some holes popping in my boat, and I'll do anything and everything I can to plug them. And it just seemed like the Bigfoot thing was the best avenue. But I've shot arrows in 100 different directions in the last year, trying to something to pull me out of this hole, and it's the only thing that kind of stuck. So between that, and then I invested in something called Art Storefront. There's a little shameless plug here. My website. So what I do is I take my drawings, I upload them, so anybody can get on there. They can take my artwork, and they can put it on a various list of products, and then they basically do the work for me. And I paid greatly for this because I need it. They package it, they print it, package it, ship it, which is awesome. So I locked them in for life. I've only had one customer, and that was my wife. So in the last 6 months, if anybody knows me or has seen me, all of the work that you've seen across all the different platforms or whatever, I haven't even made $10. Like, I'm actually probably in the hole. But I do feel like this is the best avenue for me.
Oh, I hope and pray that you, God grant you an avenue. Absolutely.
I really feel like this is my path. I don't know why, but part of what got me here is last February, so exactly a year ago, I had a kidney stone, and it was horrible. I literally thought I was dying. I've never felt anything like that, had no idea. So I actually had my wife call the ambulance, which first time ever in my life. And the VA, the VA takes care of my medical, because I'm disabled and, or partially disabled. And they didn't take care of my ambulance ride. So that's $1,800 hanging out over my head. And that's an expensive ambulance ride.
Yes, unfortunately, anything that has to do with Medicare, oh my God, it's like outrageous, and it's only going to get more expensive. I hate to.
I have something that I'd like to give you if you'd be willing. You're in Tennessee.
Yes, I am actually. No, I'm not in Tennessee. I used to live in Tennessee. I'm actually in Virginia on the border of Kentucky.
Oh,
you said Tennessee, and I was like, I lived half my life in Tennessee. It's easy to forget where I am.
Yeah, I get it. I was at Fort Campbell for pretty much my whole time. There's a whole bunch of different stories that one of these days, that if I ever get the opportunity, I'd like to write a book, and people will see the certain things that God's basically let me go through, all the stuff that, I should be upset with God about. He let me go through those things to teach me something, and I saw what he was trying to teach me, and it makes sense. I wouldn't change any of that stuff that happened to me because, you know, I am who I am now. And for me to get on here and be able to share openly, most people would not do that. And I have his protection. That's how I can walk through the woods now, unafraid. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I say unafraid. I get spooked every once in a while, but, you know, to walk out there in the dark anyway is kind of nerve-wracking. But to have some of the experiences that I've seen around my property and still do it, I found deer that I did not kill, and I know nobody around me killed. Something killed them. Found 2 deer and 2 armadillos within a 20-foot circle. I'm like, what in the world? We had just walked through that area, me and a couple friends, looking for mushrooms, for morel mushrooms. And we had literally just walked through there. So I don't know what is going on there. There's a deer that I found. I'm not sure if I shared the pictures on the show or not, but it's a 9-point. It's a 9-point buck, and it looked like something tried to turn this thing's head off. Like it'd been spun more than one time, looked like. I went out there and, you know, collected him, but yeah, I picked up deer hunting as an adult. I didn't do it growing up, and I got my biggest deer this year. Not ashamed to say that I'm not an antler hunter, but that's what every guy does. Everybody wants a big antler. So anybody that says otherwise, they're just lying to themselves. I eat the meat a little bit. I usually give it away.
My late brother Travis.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah, my late brother Travis. He was an avid deer hunter. You know, a sports fisherman, you name it, turkey hunter. He loved to. He had one 10-point buck he got, and there was another rack that he found that was like a 12-point maybe, I think. But it was out in the middle of the woods, and he had that mounted, and it was just, you know, apparently just there, you know, part of a skull. He had that mounted, and he's like, yeah, I just found it, and I was like, that's cool, I'll be home. He mounted that son of a gun. So yeah, I got
the 9-pointer this year.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool.
And it's not impressive really. It's just a, you know, normal deer, but to me it was huge because I did it from start to finish. I did it legal, orange, all the stuff. Nobody taught me how to do it. I've had to teach myself over the last, you know, 10, 11, 12 years.
Oh, that's cool.
Last year I decided I'm doing it my way. So I actually stalked into the woods, and I got a 7-point last year, and I'm a pretty good shot, and to me it's very important. I don't want to hurt one and have to track it. I think it just ruins the meat, and it's unnecessary. And so I try to drop, you know, 1 shot, 1 kill. That's my motto if I can do it. I've got the last 2 that way, so I feel really confident. You know, I think I'm done with it though, honestly. I feel like I ran the race, you know. I proved it to myself I can do it and I can provide, so let them live and let them populate. We're going to need them here soon.
Yeah, I believe you're right about that. But holy cow! Well, Chris, I appreciate you, brother, calling in. You have an amazing story. I'd love to have you as a guest. You know, talk about anything you want to. Sure. That's the way I run my show. You know, there's only been a couple of folks that run my show over the last how long have I been doing this? Almost 6 years now. Holy cow! But yeah,
I do have something I'd like to give you though. A customer of mine, he's a good friend. He passed away, and I basically wound up with his little chair, his electric chair. You know, his little computer. This sucker folds up into a little nothing. It folds up into nothing. It's about a $2,000 machine. I was gonna sell it, like I said, but I'd like to give it to you.
No, man. If your family needs
no, seriously, I'd like to give it to
it.
you. No, we don't need it. We don't need it. That like, save my number if you would. Call me another time. We'll figure out how to get to you. There's a reason why we talked. It comes with a couple other things, so yeah, we'll talk later.
All right, brother.
So I appreciate what you do, and I appreciate your comment. And you didn't treat me like my brain was broken on Flat Earth. So you and I's friends, and I'd love to go on your show. As long as I can point skyward, that's all I care about.
Man, if you want to get on the show and talk Flat Earth, I don't care. My opinion is I have not been convinced it's flat. You know, I'd
love to try.
That's going to be hard because I've had a lot of interesting fellows that are really high up in the Flat Earth community that tried, and I'm like, man, no, I just sure, I'll let you do it.
I'm telling you,
I'll let you.
I don't even need any notes or anything. It's all on the top of the head. So
that's cool. That's cool.
Well, to every listener and stuff, thanks for your time. Thanks for hearing me out, and just know that you got a friend. I'd rather make friends than enemies, and yeah, just trying to give away, whatever, and God'll fix the rest. He has a way of writing the scales. So I appreciate your time.
I appreciate you, Chris, man. You have a good one. God bless you.
We'll see you sometime soon.
All right, brother. Take care.
Take care.
Bye. All right. Wow, that was an interesting call. God bless you, Chris. Hope everything goes well with you. Interesting. First, hey, Arlene, war criminal. Who else is in I.O. Walks? And let's see, we've got Sue. Who else is in the chat? Raise your hand. Got 35 people listening, and only a handful sitting there talking in the chat. So raise your hand if you're in there. Interesting phone call. I'd love to have another conversation with that fellow. Sure. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me get rid of this. Stop sharing that particular one. There you go. Blues and G is in the house. There he is. Appreciate you. Possibly. All right. That being said, how long have it been? 3 hours. And here I just wanted to do maybe tops 2 hours, if at that. Incredible. Every time I go into one of these shows, I never know what I want to do, other than I lay out in my head what I want to do. And it's never script. I can script until the cows come home, and it just doesn't work out that way. Now, did I want to do a UFO show? Sure, I did a little bit of a UFO show, but it went totally left field, as Chasing the Truth always does. Take a left turn and you think it's NASCAR. As much as I do left turns around here. So, Blues, Cruz is in the house. Destiny, appreciate you. Crystal, Alma, Magic Cat, and Joanne's in there in the house, and Just Curious, Rothian's still in there. Sue, holy cow. Let's see if I got one more. I know I've got a bunch of. Let's see. I got 3 videos. 2 are UFOs, and 1 is a ghost at a door. Which one do you want? 1, 2, or 3? 1 is a UFO video from middle of ocean, 1994 in Florida. It's another Florida. And then I got a 1999 UAP one, and then I got a ghost door. Which one you want? 1 for the 1994, 2 for the 1999 UFO, and then the 3rd one's the ghost. Last one of the day. 3, ghost. 2, 3, waving. Everybody's waving. Wave. Howdy. Big Cole's in the house there. 1, 2, and 3, Crystal says. Ah, why the hell not? Where am I going? The only place I got to go is tomorrow about 1 p.m. to do a Walmart run. So, let's see. You got mostly 3, so I'll do 3 and then we'll run by the other 2. How's that? All right. I'll do all 3 of them. We'll just do the ghost one first. And I can't remember if this has music. I'll mute it real quick. But here you go. Nope, it doesn't. Is that a ghost? I looked at it once. Is that a ghost or is that an alien? I don't. All right, I don't know what the heck that is. I thought it was a ghost there for a little bit. Now I'm looking at it again. Get that Southwest Virginia accent there. All right, so we got this. What is that? Is that a ghost or is that not a ghost? I don't know what that is. Sort of looks like a gray. Well, yeah, possibly. Wow. I'm on the fence. It could be anything from a peeping Tom, a human peeping Tom, flesh and blood, to a gray, a ghost, a Bigfoot, a dogman. Now, all I can say it is red, and where it should have a forehead, which, well, I'm looking at this door handle right here. So I wouldn't think it'd be a dogman or a Bigfoot unless it's a juvenile something or another. That would probably make it about 5 foot tall, maybe, give or take. 4.5, 5 foot tall. I'm looking at my doors, and my doors are a hell of a lot bigger than average doors in this old house. But I would say that's probably about 4.5 feet tall. Everything says it's alien looking. Okay. So what do you think this is? Let me loop this. I finally found a loop thing on my stupid player here. I'll leave it as is. There you go. I can loop it. What are we counting? One is, honestly, I don't know. We were counting one for 2 videos, one for a Florida video for a UFO, and the second one was 1999 video UFO, and the third one was this one. I'm going to do all 3 just because I said, why not? I did an executive decision. Seeing the shirt on a person entity. Okay, that's cool. So, could be a person. Shirt. A white shirt, maybe. Maybe. I'm looking at it over on my 32-inch TV versus my 24-inch monitor. I can see the shirt over on the 32-inch TV versus right here. I don't know. There you go. That was the ghost door something or other. Okay. Next up is 1999 UAP video from, I have no clue, way back in the day, and this does not have any audio, and I'm going to sit there and hit the loop thing on this one so we can see it. 14 seconds long, and I think it disappears was the This is from VHS 427, 1999. Like a reflection. So, and that sucker does disappear. It just goes bleep. Another unexplainable. There's a ton of unexplainables out there, and that's one of those things that I like to talk about. Joanne says, I think somebody was coming to see if anybody was home, saw they were, and they changed their mind. So, okay, yeah. Go look through the glass door. So what do you guys think this one is? It blips out of existence. Ooh, wait a minute, I just saw that. Let me go back to this. Let me pull this back up. Does that thing kind of do a little... What is that? I thought it flashed there for a second, but it didn't. You're talking... Yeah, I got the last... Yep, I got that. She's a Borg, Crystal says. It's a reflection. So there's the 1999. That looks like that's from a VHS tape for sure. Passed through a portal. Okay. Or it just went to invisible. Went boop. It's definitely freaky, whatever it is. And then the last one of the night. Let me hit the pause button on that sucker. This is 2 minutes long. And it's from UFO something or other. From 1994, January 31st, 1994, in UFO something. I can't see the corner thing here. Give me just a second. No, share this rascal out. This is from Florida. Another Florida. I must have struck it gold on Florida here. And it does not have audio. Off the Florida coast, and apparently something in the background of a boat. You can see the wake from a boat there. What is all that? Now, kind of sort of looks stationary. And of course, somebody's jumping up and down like normal people would do, especially if you're doing the boat thing in the back of a boat. It's not going to be crazy steady for sure. So if you're going to zoom in, now there was a video. Now this isn't the video because the video I'm about ready to reference was from a plane flight. This looks like it's off the back of a fishing boat. That the plane was, I think it was military maybe, or just a regular plane, was taking a video, and it was the lights from the exhaust burning off from, I think, an oil platform. Leslie Walker is in the house. Well, that's cool, Leslie. I appreciate you at least listening and peeking every once in a while. But this is from Florida. It's called, what is it called? Hell, I can't even read that. Something close. UFO close in the bottom left-hand corner. From 1994 on this bad boy. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It's all I can tell you. Whatever the heck this is. I saw so many interesting UFOs. I had the pick of the litter, and it's like going through a brand new toy box. So what am I going to play with tonight? Looks like oil rigs lights from afar. Maybe. UFO fleet. Maybe. it certainly looks, let's see, I'm looking at these 3 lights and these 3 lights right here. So if this was a oil rig, those 3 lights should stay fairly close. Maybe. From afar. And of course, there's not enough frames that you could stabilize this to the point. The best stabilization is about right here when it starts panning up, and that's about it. And once you get a little closer, yeah, there's not enough in frame to do stabilization on this thing. It'd be just a waste of time. So that's about the best one. It may be, maybe that may be oil rig. Maybe you're seasick now. Well, sorry about that. Too high in air. Maybe. The other thing, logically, what would happen is, could be high in air, could be a fleet of, who knows? Could be a fleet of UFOs, could be a fleet of, well, it's definitely not flares. If it was flares, there's enough video there to say, yeah, it could have changed position. So, I don't know. And that being said, that is the last of tonight's fare that I have to offer. Thanks to Sheldon for calling in earlier, and thanks for Chris Miller for being a part of the show and calling in. Oh, man, I do this for a couple reasons. It definitely ain't money. First one is because God put this in my lap to do. Part of my promise to God, my near-death experience. And I know I didn't talk about my near-death experience, but I do mention God in just about every show that I do. So, talk about him at least a little bit. So there you go. And that was one of the reasons I do this. I like the subject matter. This is one of those things I like to do. Outside of talking about healthcare, which, I got a kind of a bitter taste about healthcare. But, for the fine folks that work at the bedside and the mid-level, managers and stuff, love them to death. A couple of the higher ups I still call friends. But, anyway, that being said, I'm going to drop that like a hot rock. I'm going to go ahead and say my closing prayer. Father God, I come before you in the name of Jesus Christ, your one and only Son. Lord Jesus Christ, in thy love and mercy, establish a perimeter of protection around myself and my listeners, those who will participate in the show later. Chris and Sheldon, bless them. And all our loved ones, those who pray for us and their loved ones, may the holy angels guard us and all our possessions, establishing a perimeter of protection around us, rendering us immune from any kind of demonic influence. I ask that no demonic bondage, door, demonic entity, portal, or projection, astral projection, or disembodied spirit may enter here in this space of 100 yards in all directions of us. Ask that any demons within the vicinity or any that should try to enter here be rendered deaf, dumb, and blind, that thou wouldst strip them of all weapons, armor, power, illusions, and authority, that thou would bind, rebuke, and disable them from communicating and interacting with each other in any way. Remove them, sending them directly to the foot of thy cross. Jesus, Son of the Most High, I ask this in thy glorious and most holy name. Father God, please bless the following folks. If it be your will, bless Keith and Jimmy, Jean and family, Joanne, Merlin's niece, Shell and Aiden, Laura and her family, Julie and Jeff, Justin Walker, Sharon Guy, Brenda, Julie S., Aaron and Erica, AJK, Claire Ellis, Doll for Spiritual Strength, Stimulate Jack and his children, Juanita Hicks, Kim, Amy, Beth Kurt and their father, Wes and his dad, T. Willis, Daryl Pratt, Jose Ramirez, Julie Wheeler, Marquetta Jones and her family, Holly, Sharon Arms, Kevin, Hugo Nagy, and anyone that has unspoken prayers. Father God, please bless those folks how you will them to be blessed. In Jesus Christ's name, I pray. Amen. Folks, if you want to be a part of that particular prayer list, I do pray over it daily. Honestly, I do. So, Father God has blessed me to do this one more night. And I'll probably be back Wednesday. You never know. I might be on a panel or another show and call in, or be a part of another panel somewhere else. You never know when I'll stick my interesting thoughts and views into it. But if you want to reach out to me, call 931-994-6917, or you can text me or whatever. If you need someone to pray with or pray for you, if you think enough about me that I can do that for you, I will definitely do that. Or you can email me at chasingthetruth2018@gmail.com. So it's one of those things. And if God blesses me with another Wednesday to come and go, or who knows, I might get a wild hair and do another live stream sooner or later between now and then. I keep teasing that, but I never do. Haven't done that in a while. I may do that. God bless y'all. Have a blessed rest of the weekend. By the time the next scheduled one, I'd probably, let's see, Sunday's 29th, Monday's the 30th. Yeah, Wednesday would be February 1st, I think. So, there you go. Anyway, I'm out of here.